Do you know that Brown's Furniture has access to every single recliner, sofa, reclining chair, and sectional made by Lazy Boy? And that means if Lazy Boy makes it, you can get it. At Brown's, you'll be amazed by the styles and color selection from Lazy Boy, including reclining sofas that'll knock your socks off, and recliners and motion furniture that gives a whole new meaning to comfort. So, if Lazy Boy makes it, you can get it through Brown's. That's Brown's Furniture Showplace, all locations. Do you know that Brown's Furniture has access to every single recliner, sofa, reclining chair, and sectional made by Lazy Boy? And that means if Lazy Boy makes it, you can get it. At Brown's, you'll be amazed by the styles and color selection from Lazy Boy, including reclining sofas that'll knock your socks off, and recliners and motion furniture that gives a whole new meaning to comfort. So, if Lazy Boy makes it, you can get it through Brown's. That's Brown's Furniture Showplace, all locations.
This game is being brought to you by Vidrine's Ace Hardware, located in Ville Platte and Rain. Go by and see Cody, Louise, Phillip, and the staff for all your hardware needs. Vidrine's is fully stocked with paint, mulch, grills, plumbing supplies, lawn and garden supplies, hunting supplies, electrical supplies, and much more. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks. Go Trojans! Good luck, Trojans. From Capital Planning in Ville Platte, owners Todd, Marcus, and Amy Vale invite you to come in or call today. Capital Planning offers life insurance, retirement planning, tax planning, investments, and more. Capital Planning has been helping customers since 1989. They're located at 616 West Main Street in Ville Platte, or give them a call at 337-363-1797. Their office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. They hope to see you soon. Go Trojans! Go Trojans from Dr. Brandon Fontenot and staff, located at 421 Jack Miller Road in Ville Platte. Dr. Brandon provides internal medicine services along with all of your endoscopy needs. Dr. Brandon accepts most major insurances and is currently accepting new patients. So give them a call today at 337-363-5684. And once again, go Trojans! Dr. Jake LaFleur is a proud supporter of Sacred Heart Trojan Athletics. His practice covers primary care for adults, including annual wellness visits, high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer screenings, and more. Call his office at 337-363-7036 or come by 503 Jack Miller Road to schedule an appointment. Most insurances are accepted. Go Trojans! Some life events you can anticipate, while others surprise you. Some are significant enough to affect your household finances, your investment strategy, and even your vision of the future. This is when meeting with an experienced financial professional counts. Brandy Fontenot at Fontenot Financial Services can help pre-retirees and retirees plan in anticipation of life events, as well as adjust plans in response to unexpected changes. They are prepared to help clients through their life and retirement transitions and make any necessary changes. Give her a call, 337-363-2346, or stop by 1301 West LaSalle Street in Ville Platte. HealthWorks Rehab is ready to get you back into the game. Physical therapists Andy Poche, David Vidrine, and Clay Landrino are pleased to sponsor this broadcast for the Do or Die Trojan family. Call for an appointment at our Ville Platte Clinic at 1477 West LaSalle Street, 363-2600, or in Mamu at Savan Medical Center, 468-0460. That's HealthWorks Rehab, helping everybody work. Best of luck to the Sacred Heart Trojans from Nason Swallow Allstate and the Swallow family. Allstate Insurance Agent Nason Swallow is now open for business and ready to serve you. Born and raised in Ville Platte, Nason is committed to providing our community and surrounding areas with the best insurance products and services. A local agent that you can count on to help protect all that matters in life. The friendly staff at Nason Swallow Allstate will set your mind at ease and will even do the switching and paperwork for you. Stop by or call today. Nason Swallow Allstate, 222 North Chautauqua Street in Ville Platte. Call At this time, Perry's Tire and Service, a proud supporter of the Sacred Heart Trojans, would like to remind everyone of their services. In addition to tires, Perry's Tire Service offers oil changes, brake services, alignments, and minor engine repair. They are located at 903 West Lincoln Road in Ville Platte. Give Kevin or Lisa a call at 337-363-5621 for all of your automotive maintenance needs. Teats Food Store, located at 2210 West Main in Ville Platte, specializes in quality smoked meats. Their award-winning smoked pure pork sausage, tasso, and boudin is filled with flavor that will make you come back for more. And that's not all. Teats offers a full line of groceries, beer, wine, liquor, gas, and much more. Oh, and Teats will ship their smoked meats all over the country. Visit their website at teatsfoodstore.com or give them a call at 337-363-1839 for more details. T&J Ford, located at 1231 West Main Street in Ville Platte, wishes the Sacred Heart Trojans the best of luck. At T&J Ford, we're proud to serve the people of Ville Platte and surrounding communities with some of the most popular vehicles around Louisiana. We have a top-notch selection of brand-new vehicles to choose from, as well as an extensive inventory of pre-owned vehicles. Come by and check out our selection of crossovers, SUVs, and trucks. Plus, we have an in-house parts and service department for all your needs. That's T&J Ford. Call 337-363-2153. Or visit our website at tjfordinc.com. This game is brought to you in part by Total Automotive, 610 Tate Cove Road in Ville Platte. Total Automotive is your go-to place for all automotive repairs, tires, AC service, and much more. Total Automotive is an authorized CarQuest auto parts dealer featuring everything you need to get you back on the road with confidence. Total Automotive is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to noon. Go Trojans! Total Automotive in Ville Platte. Call 337-363-7771. The Law Office of Jacob Fuselier is pleased to sponsor this broadcast of Trojan Athletics. With offices in Ville Platte, Jacob Fuselier offers quality legal services to this community. So please call 363-6661 for all your legal needs, and let's go Trojans.
Whether you are seeking immediate medical attention, looking to schedule a wellness checkup, or need behavioral health services, Savoy Medical Center has 2 Ville Platte locations to serve you and your family. The team at Ville Platte Family Care with Dr. Francisco Cantu, nurse practitioner Jared Huffman, and mental health nurse practitioner Rachel Taylor, and Savoy Family Health Care with nurse practitioner Brooklyn Latour are ready to take care of your every need. Call 337-363-0075 to schedule your appointment today. Savoy Medical Center, our family healing yours.
This is Coach Joey Swallow. If you're looking to get an edge on your game, I'm here to help you. I specialize in all aspects of baseball, softball training, as well as confidence training. Also, don't forget about Big Cat Sports Cards and Comics for all your hobby needs. From vintage to modern players or comics, I have what you're looking for. Big Cat Sports Cards, always buying, selling, and trading.
Hi everyone, I'm State Representative Rhonda Butler for District 38, and I want to congratulate the healthcare providers at Mercy Regional Medical Center for being champions of patient safety. You reduced hospital readmissions by 43% in 1 year, and you continue to make significant improvements.
Having a transition of care nurse touch base with those patients within the first 2 to 3 days when they're home has really made a difference.
We focused on congestive heart failure patients who nationally have a very high risk of readmissions.
If they have any fluid gain, we catch that early in the course of the process. We've been able to make adjustments to keep those patients who used to show up every 2 to 3 weeks in the hospital, now treating them as an outpatient and keeping them out of the hospital long term.
Thanks to all the healthcare professionals that made this possible, and thank you for your life-saving work.
Go Nation. This is Joey Swallow here with David Lahaye and the producer extraordinaire Dustin Bailey here at St. Edmund Blue Jay Field here in Eunice, Louisiana. Your Sacred Heart Trojans set to take on the St. Edmund Blue Jays in a district rivalry. Sacred Heart going into this game is 4-2. St. Ed's is 6-0, leading the district right now, and this will be a huge victory for Sacred Heart, which may lead to a home playoff game if we could pull this one out today. As you could say, you could throw the records out of the, in the trash when it comes to this game, because this is just a rivalry game, and every team's going to step up in the best way that they can. And just, it's like ESPN says, David, it just, or, well, not ESPN, but the SEC, it just means more.
This game definitely means more. Even the energy at the pep rally today was a little bit higher. Heck, the 8th grade played St. Ed's this week, and those kids were even more fired up than normal. They had no idea what they were stepping into, but it's just, this game just means more. You're exactly right. The series between these two teams dates all the way back to 1957, which is about the time that you coached me on the Phillies, I think, Joey.
I think so.
There have been, this is the 64th meeting. There's been 63 games between the two teams. St. Ed's has the lead 31-29-3. And doggone it, when I was a senior, if we'd have gotten one more yard in overtime, we'd have tied it up. But, we lost that game, sorry. The funny thing about this thing, Joey, is both teams have a losing record against each other at home. Over here, Sacred Heart is actually 17-14-1, and you can go ahead and do the math, and St. Ed's has a losing record over here against Sacred Heart for some reason. The last 5 of the last 8, Sacred Heart has won, and last year St. Ed's won 21-14. There's a lot of common ties between this. I mean, you got the head coach for St. Ed's who used to coach at Sacred Heart. You got the head coach at Sacred Heart who used to coach at St. Ed's. And then you got Robert Swallow, who's coached at both. So, there's a lot of commonality. Even when you go to LSU and you meet some of those St. Ed's guys and they were big rivals, you're like, wait a minute, these guys are kind of a heck of a lot like me. We kind of, it's a good rivalry. It's according to Mr. Julius Bischoff, one of the best in the nation. That's what he says. It's better than the Bazille rivalry for St. Ed's, and I won't go into the details as to why he said so. But anyhow, let's see. We've got St. Ed's, like you said, 6-0. They beat Birchman's Academy 56-14 last year. St. Ed's is averaging over 50 points a game and only giving up about 18. It's a tall task on paper for Sacred Heart, but like you said, you can throw that out. These are two teams that are going to get the best out of each other, and it's hopefully going to be a good game.
Yeah, David, a lot of these kids are friends with each other. When it comes down to this week, we're basically enemies. I don't want to say hate, because hate is a bad word, but there's a lot of dislike when it comes to both of these teams when it comes to this game. But after the game, we're going to all shake hands and we'll be friends again. But it's going to be a rivalry. It's going to be tough. Whoever establishes the line of scrimmage and can run the ball to set up the pass is going to win the game. And we had a good week of practice. Sacred Heart was practicing all week. Coach Jacob, Coach Tracy have a good game plan for this game. It's just up to the kids. They got to execute whenever they're called upon. So
absolutely. I did get a chance to talk to Coach Shiver this week. I've actually coached T-ball with Coach Shiver a few times. And sounds like we're about to go to the national anthem. That's all right. So Coach Shiver and I coached T-ball together. We talked about a few things. He really, really likes this team. They have a lot of seniors on this team. They have a lot of speed. He's proud of a lot of the players. That Summerlin kid, that's the running back, he's super proud of him. Has some of the best balance that he's probably ever coached, he said. And so, anyway, of course, Coach Shiver did say they were going to win, but I mean, he's supposed to say that, right?
Yeah. He's doing a great job there, and they're lucky to have him. We're lucky to have Coach Jacob and Coach Tracy and all our guys, too. They do a great job at practice. This pregame package was sponsored by Dr. Brandon Fontenot with Fontenot Healthcare and Mercy Regional Medical Care.
All right. We've got about 12 minutes to go before kickoff. We can go ahead and look at the starting lineups. This week, let's go with the offense, I guess. Starting at left tackle for Sacred Heart is number 52, Dane Lejean. At left guard is 75, Sam LaFleur. At center, he came back last week, Rhett Lejean, who had been injured, and Lane Jober had been filling in for him. At right guard is 55, Colton LaFleur. At right tackle is number 50, Alex Pete. At your H-back or blocking back is Mr. Ashton Duos, whose grandfather hooked me up and helped me from the Team Mama Water District this week at my parents' house. So I appreciate that. I hope he's listening. He's probably at the game. At tight end, you got number 5, Seth Gilry, and 35, Lane Joubert will play there at times. At X is William Jordan, who I think you might know.
It's my nephew.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. I knew that. Number 4 also, Jed LaFleur will play there. At a quarterback is number 2, Ellis Fuselier. At Z is Jax Fontenot, number 6. Sometimes number 1, Aaron Cormier will play there. And really the catalyst of the offense for Sacred Heart, I believe, is number 23, Jude Hebert, who I saw was up in there in the rankings, right around 8th to 10th in the Lafayette area.
He's actually 4th right now.
There you go. So that's good. He's doing very well. Whereas I saw St. Ed's had a quarterback that was up there in yards and 2-3 receivers up there. So
well represented in the top 10. So Jude currently has 800 and so many yards and 11 touchdowns so far this season. So he's having a very good year. So
absolutely. On defense, we can start on at defensive end, number 18, Abram Manuel. Defensive tackle, 73, Sawyer Skelton. The other defensive tackle sometimes will be 35, Lane Joe, but they play a lot of defensive tackles. Coach Jacob likes to try to keep them fresh as much as he can. Another defensive end is number 5, Seth Gilry, and also a freshman, number 31, Landon Fontenot. The 3 linebackers that generally play are number 50, Alex Pete, number 11, Ashton Duos, and number 28, Drew Mayu. The corners will be usually number 4, Jed LaFleur, and number 19, William Jordan. And the 2 safeties are a couple of sophomores, number 9, Ellis Chapman, and number 6, Jax Fontenot. It looks like we've got about 10 minutes or so to kick off. Both teams, I guess, waiting on each other to come out.
yeah, it looks like the cheerleaders are lined up on the field waiting for the players to line up. If you can't get excited by tonight's game, then there's a problem, David.
Absolutely. We're waiting. It looks like we've got David Dare down with Coach Robert Swallow for the on-the-field interview.
Get this guy, Coach. He good? No, he good.
I would enjoyed that, man.
All right,
Good.
ready to go, buddy. Yeah.
All right, Trojan Nation. I'm here with Coach Robert Swallow of the Sacred Heart Trojans. Coach, how was practice this week? What's the ins and outs on offense and defense, and how is the time going to be to beat St. Ed's? Big rivalry game. People know that. Tell us what's the X's and O's on beating St. Ed's tonight.
Well, we had a great week this week. The kids worked really hard. We actually had last week, we kind of worked a lot on St. Ed's game. But really good. The kids, I think the kids are excited. Yeah, St. Ed's is a good ball club. You know, they 6-0 right now. They rolling. But schools are so mirror. It's unbelievable. They don't have any like superstar athletes out there. It's just some hard-nosed football players, and we got the same guys. So we're gonna just go out there and work as hard as we can, and you know, just try to punch them in the mouth. You know, like I said, I was here for 4 years at St. Edmund. These people took care of me when I was here, and they know it. They know when we get between the lines, we're gonna fight like some benches. And when it's all said and done, you know, the 2 Catholic schools, you know, give all our praise to Jesus Christ and shake hands and try to battle. But we want to break their little run right now, and we want to have those bragging rights for 365 days.
Thank you, Coach. Go Trojans.
All right, thank you, David. I hope the team is ready to punch somebody in the mouth and come out like wild benches, like Coach Roberts said. I like that. Oh, yeah, he must have got himself a thesaurus before that interview. That's pretty good.
Yeah, he got that off a movie or something, I think. Yeah. He must have been watching Remember the Titans or something. I don't know. But anyway, it's a beautiful night for football here in Eunice, Louisiana. And like I said, we're going to have a good crowd from both sides. St. Ed is going to wear their blues with their white stripes and their chrome helmets. Sacred Heart's in their all whites with the blue pinstripe, or navy pinstripe. So looks like Trojans about to get ready to come out. And we're going to get this thing started. Field looks great tonight, so it shouldn't be any difficulty out there with you know, the turf monster or anything like that. So field looks good to go.
Conditions are perfect, and here come the Trojans. And I'm sure the Blue Jays are not far behind.
Again, I want to mention the pregame sponsor for tonight is Dr. Brandon Fontenot with Fontenot Health Care and Mercy Regional Medical Center. Thank y'all for that sponsorship.
I did see something, Joe. We got a new sponsor. We have Brown's Furniture sponsoring Red Zone, so that's exciting. Thank y'all over there at Brown's Furniture for that. Appreciate it.
Yeah, none of this is possible without all our sponsorships. We have many good businesses and individuals that like to sponsor for the Blue and Gold Sports Network, and we thank y'all because none of this is possible without y'all. So thank y'all very much.
Well, here come the Blue Jays. I like those chrome helmets. They shine in.
They are very nice. Yeah. I think they started that about 2 years ago or something like that. So I'm more of a traditional guy. I like our Notre Dame, Fighting Irish look with just the gold dome and stuff. So
I like it. I also like seeing the Wizard of Troy's hand flying up in the air in the press box right there. Looks like we're about to stand and do the prayer. Light the fire to kick the tires, baby. It's time for football. I love it. They have an airplane pass over. That's good stuff right there.
yeah, crop dust that just passed over the field.
I love it. Hopefully they didn't drop off any herbicide or something that would hurt the grass because it's too pretty out there.
Mosquito spray would have been okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm sure some of those people would appreciate that.
Yeah, mosquitoes are bad down there. I was down there earlier, and they're pretty swarming. So I was hoping this cold front that we had passed through would push them out, but it didn't really do that. It just excited them more.
Looks like the captains for Sacred Heart number 50, Alex Pete, number 52, Dane Lejean, number 57, Rhett Lejean, and 23, Jude Hebert. For St. Ed's is number 3, John Landry, number 7, Blake Moran, number 9, Marcus Gradney, and number 15, Kane West. That's it. Now, next year, you know we're going to have to get a crop duster to pass over.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And Paul Young's Flyers, man. Got to tell Jonathan to pass over the field, yeah. All right, so there's the flip. Let's see what happens. Coin toss.
Looks like St. Ed's won. They're speaking to them first. Yeah. St. Ed's has won the toss and elected to defer, which I'm assuming means Sacred Heart's going to take the ball.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking about it. A lot of national anthem was going on. I don't know if you remember this, but when Whitney Houston sang the national anthem for the Super Bowl, you could actually bet on the over/under of how long it would take.
You can still do that to this day. Like,
I'm pretty sure the over hit tonight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The over definitely hit tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of
great job.
the big prop bets in the Super Bowl. So
I'm not a bettor, but I know. Well, all right. If somebody don't like my Pythagoras comment, oh well.
All right, so this kickoff is going to be sponsored by Total Automotive and Dr. Jake LaFleur. Thank y'all for the sponsorship of the kickoff. Back deep for the Trojans is number 22, Potan.
Gavin Potan.
And on the other side of him looks like it's number 19, William Jordan. So
let's see the kicking off of St. Ed's. I can't quite catch the number just yet. St. Ed's, in watching them play film, a lot of times they like to do a little pop-up kickoff to the right side. And you can see how they have 6 on one side and 4 on the other, 6 on that right side. So don't be surprised if they pop it up to where it looks like number 6, Alex Chapman, standing right there.
Yeah, a lot of teams are doing that now. Trying to place it in a good position where they could, take the most damage, let's say. So
maybe catch a team unprepared that doesn't know to call for a fair catch to, take advantage of it and maybe get a little turnover like that real quick.
Looks like 22 is kicking off. No, 21.
That is
Lane Reed.
Laney Reed.
Yep.
And there's the pop-up kickoff. And
Exactly what you said, David.
All right, 6. Ellis took it. He ran laterally for a while, but then he was tackled right where he caught it, pretty much on the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that was Jack Sponto that received that one, number 6. Yeah. So he kicked it right where you thought he was going to kick it at. He pooched it over to him. Trojans are going to set it up 1st and 10 just outside their own 30-yard line. I'll call it the 29. Actually, it looks like the Zebra put it right on the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10, Trojans at their own 30-yard line. They're going to line up in an empty formation right here with 5 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Fusilier calls for motion as we go double tight now with Jude in the backfield. Here's a snap. So a handoff up the middle to Hebert, and there's just nothing there for him.
There. Well, they came out in a 5 wide look, and they shifted into this 1 tight end, 1 wing back, 2 wide receiver looks.
They'll give them like a half a yard on the play, maybe 1. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 9 for the Trojans. Trojans again trying to establish the run to set up the pass. So you're going to see a lot of Hebert tonight, mostly up the middle. That's where they've been successful with the heart of their offensive line being up the middle. Fusilier's pass, it sails, and it's in and out of the hands of Ted LaFleur.
St. Ed's looks like they play primarily a 5-man line with 2 linebackers. And the poor DBs, either quarters I watch them play, or they play 2 deep zone and they'll play up with their corners.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 9 for the Trojans now. So Trojans trying to get something going here in their first possession. as the pass sailed through LaFleur's hands. Probably would have picked up about 7 yards on the play, would have put him closer to the sticks.
Definitely would have kept him on schedule there.
So Trojans going to break the huddle. They got 1 receiver left, 2 right. Hebert on the side of Fusilier as we go in motion to the right side. Here's the snap. Throw goes deep down the field.
Ooh.
And he had said Gilroy.
Had a step on it. Definitely had a step on it. The ball was underthrown by about 6 inches. 6 inches further, and the Trojans are celebrating 6 right there.
Yeah, that's how, close margins can be in this game. As Gilroy had about 2 or 3 steps on the defender, just Fusilier's pass couldn't get there to him. So Trojans are going to have to punt.
A breakup was by Lanny Reed. That's the kicker. St. Ed's. He's also playing DB for him.
Here's the snap. Here's the kick.
Nearly
It's a
blocked.
short kick. It's going to be down at the Blue Jay 49-yard line. So Blue Jays are going to find themselves in good position to start their first drive at their own 49-yard line.
Their strategy of deferring and stopping them on defense and getting good field position seemed to work. Maybe they could tell Brian Kelly about that at LSU. I know a lot of people are not too happy with him taking the ball first all the time.
All right, Blue Jays are going to set it up now. They got 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 right. They're in spread formation. West taking the snaps, calls for the snap, hands it off up the middle to number 27. Finds a hole up the middle. He's taken down.
Someone gained about 7 on that play.
It looks like Chapman takes him down, number 9. But he picks up a good 6 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4 for the Blue Jays.
That's their typical formation. They'll run 20 personnel at you and have 3 wide receivers.
So I'm going to set it up again with 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. West calls for the snap, makes his pass to number 11. Is complete for a short gain, but enough for a first down.
Number 11 is Seth Oakland.
So several Trojans on the stop right there, which that's something we need to do tonight, David. We need to have a lot of game tackling.
That's kind of a surprise play right there by St. Ed's. Now, St. Ed's is mostly on film being run, and then throw it deep. A little screen pass holding them only to 3-4 yards right there. I'll take it if I'm Coach Jacob there.
Definitely make them earn it. There's a snap, handoff again to 27, Summerlin, as he battles hard up the middle.
Well, he runs hard. If you watch him play against OC, that kid's got some incredible balance and some good power. He reminds me actually a lot of Hebert.
Yeah, they do run with great balance, both of them. Pickup of about a little over 4 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Blue Jays. They're at the Trojan 35-yard line. And they're going to go with an empty formation here as West takes it by himself. Here's the snap. He's going to take the run up the middle on the quarterback keeper. He rumbles forward before Alex Peake stops him.
They'll bring up 3rd and short. It looks like about 3rd and about 3. Now it's just a simple snap it to the quarterback. He's running up the middle, which Sacred Heart has seen plenty of this year.
Yeah.
Be it Westminster or even Bolton ran that a lot last week.
Yeah, when you got a big guy at quarterback, it's hard to stop. I mean, it's an effective play, especially at high school level. So there's the snap. West is going to take it himself again. He's going to get the first down as they push their way forward.
Yep, looks like it works out again. Now, the theory behind the running the quarterback was a lot back to very much olden days, but the fellow that used to be at West Virginia would talk about how it gives you an extra blocker in the box whenever the quarterback is featured.
Yeah, definitely. And, Coach Shriver, he probably saw something on film where he saw that play works, and, he's going to try to utilize that tonight. So, Sacred Heart lining up. Here's a shotgun. 1 back to the left, 2 wide receivers to the left. Pass goes downfield to number 7, and he drops it.
He dropped it. Nice. Poole made a good play on it. Right as it hit his hands, looked like Poole maybe got his hand onto the ball and knocked it out. Good job there by Jed LaFleur.
Yeah, Jed never gave up on the play. It looked like he was beat, but He got that hand in there at the last second, and he knocked it out. So great play by LaFleur.
And he's probably given up a few inches there because Moran, number 7, is listed at 5'11", 180.
Yeah, he's a big kid. I saw him on the field earlier. He's got a good build on him, so he's going to be a lot to handle. But LaFleur made a great play right there, and credit to Jed LaFleur on that play for the Trojans.
That's the kind of passes you're going to see more from St. Ed's tonight.
15's pass is complete to number 7, and Cormier is going to make the stop.
Looks like it's getting up a first down.
Yeah, that's Moran, and with the reception, he gets another first down for the Blue Jays. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Blue Jays at the Trojan 15-yard line.
It's been a pretty impressive drive and very clean so far for St. Ed's.
Yeah, I mean, Trojans are making them earn it. You know, we've been, giving up some big plays this year, and as long as we hold tight and make them earn it, anything could happen. You could
Absolutely.
have a turnover, anything. So
even a penalty will get them off schedule.
Yeah. 2 wide receivers right. West calls for the snap, hands it off to Summerlin on the right side. He's taken down by 19, William Jordan.
I think if I'm Coach Jacob, I might be mentioning to the white hat to watch that block on the end there. Looks like, oh boy, maybe tackled our end.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 5 for the Blue Jays. They line it up at the line of scrimmage. West calls for the snap, looks to the sideline to change the play. He got 2 wide receivers right and a tight end to that side with Summerlin on the side of him. A little confusion going on right now as the clock's running down.
Got 9 seconds on the play clock.
Someone switches over to the right side. Here's the snap, and it's a QB run straight up the middle. He breaks one tackle.
Good tackle there by Jordan.
Yeah. I think that was Duos that cleaned him up. Jordan was the initial guy that hit him. Duos cleans him up right about.
Down. You got a flag down on the play. Usually in that position, you got to think it's either offsides or maybe some sort of procedure penalty.
Yep. You called it, David. Procedure on the Blue Jays. So that's going to move them back. So just what we were talking about a while ago. Make them run a lot of plays. Good things can happen. Just keep battling up there and, keep forcing them to, run more plays to get into that end zone. Eliminate the big play.
Absolutely. Pure speculation here, but that confusion likely had somebody lined up on the line of scrimmage that was not supposed to be. If it was just a false start, they would have blown it dead. They weren't lined up correctly.
Yeah. Well, they're going to go with the empty backfield as Wes is calling for motion right here. He gets the snap. He's going to take it himself up the middle, and he's hit almost immediately at the line of scrimmage by number 18, and that's Manuel.
Yep. It looks like now it's going to be about 3rd and 7, Joey, just like you said. We got off schedule now. St. Ed's is looking at their furthest 3rd down that they've had of this drive.
Yeah.
18 is Abram Manuel.
Abram Manuel, yeah. Great tackle. 1-on-1 right there. Made a good play. So it's going to be 3rd and long for the Blue Jays. They could still get a first down before a touchdown. They got 2 wide receivers left. Tight end to the right side and a back to the left of West. West calls for the snap. He gets it. He's looking. He's
7
looking.
Is open.
There's the pass.
Open.
He's wide open in the end zone. Nobody there.
He was, 7 was lined up on the left side, tight end, and he just drug against the formation. Everybody was lined up to the left. He was left and the tight end on the left, but he just drug right across the formation. The flow all went to the left, and he was standing there by himself.
Yeah, I saw they had pulled somebody into the flats on the right side, and our cornerback came up to get that one, and that left the back of the end zone pretty much wide open. So
that's good play design.
All right, they look like they're going to go for 2 right here as Wes is in the shotgun, and he's going to take it himself up the middle, and he's going to get into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So with 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter, St. Edmund Blue Jays 8, your Sacred Heart Trojans 0. We're going to go to the break right now and play some ads, and we'll be right back. More live action on the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
Our fondest memories are those centered around people we care about. Fishing with Grandpa, hunting with Dad, cooking on the porch, or just sitting by a fire telling the good old stories. Being around the people that we trust, we respect, and whom we know will always be there to help us when we need them. Just like the Evangeline Bank. Just like an old friend or family member. It's our heritage. It's who we are. It's what makes Evangeline, well, Evangeline.
Get ready for hunting season with the outdoor experts at Industrial Service and Supply. Hunting stands are in stock now. Ladders, box stands, lock-ons, tripods, and climbing tree stands. Comfortable, silent, sturdy, and secure. Find any stand to fit your needs this hunting season. And remember to grab your safety harness at Industrial Service and Supply. For hardware hunting, fishing, and more, Industrial Service and Supply in Ville Platte. Shh, it's hunting season at Industrial Service and Supply.
All right, we're back live here at St. Edmund Blue Jays Field in Eunice, Louisiana. Your Sacred Heart Trojans taking on the St. Edmund Blue Jays. We've got 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Sacred Heart down 8-0. Getting set to receive the kickoff. Here's the kick. It's a short kick. It looks like Jack Spano's going to receive it. He's going to go back towards the middle of the field, looking for a space. Just nothing there as the Blue Jays tackle him right there. I'm going to say it's going to be at the Trojan 27-yard line. So Trojan's going to set up shop 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Well, Joey, it sure looks like St. Ed's has been true to form. The two-point play they ran is the same exact two-point play they ran 8 times against OC. Their kickoffs have been exactly where they've been all season. I don't think that there's any hiding what they're doing. They're just saying, this is what we're going to do. Stop us.
Definitely. And, Sacred Heart, we're the same way. We're going to run the ball, and we're gonna be off our success of the run to set everything else up. So we got 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Fusilier calls for the snap, and there's the whistle. Looks like false start against Sacred Heart, so that's going to back them up. So Trojans looking for a first down this drive, try to get some mojo going right here. It's still early in the ball game.
It's phony stuff.
Got a lot of time left, so there's no need to panic right now. Just stick to your game plan and execute, and you'll be fine. So
a lot of times whenever you're on the road and you're playing a rival like that, you got to weather that storm in that first quarter and settle into the game. And it seems like that's how it is. We're in the middle of the storm right here.
Sure. All right, we got 2 wide receivers left, 1 right. Abear next to Fusilier in the shotgun. There's a snap. Here's the pass. It sails through the hands of Jax Fontenot as they had a little window right there of opening.
A little quick sticks route, it looked like, and usually put it on those hands. I guess there was a little pepper to it.
Yeah, threw a little fastball right there, and unfortunately went through the hands of Fontenot. So we're going to try it again. It's 2nd and 15 for the Trojans. They're going to break the huddle with 1 wide receiver to the left, 1 wide receiver to the right.
So far, Sacred Heart's run the ball once and thrown it 4 times. So let's see what we have here.
Abear goes in motion to the left side. There's a snap. Flag on the play.
Motion again on Sacred Heart.
So Trojan's going to be penalized again, 5 yards, putting themselves in a bad situation right here.
The line judge on the other side has been busy. 3 flags and all have been him.
Yeah, he's thinking he's the star of the show, maybe, I guess. I don't know. I hope not either. So look, the white hat's gonna go talk to him. Hey, Muddy, keep it in your pocket a little bit, all right? Let's let these kids play, man.
I think he's probably explaining to him what was illegal about the motion. Perhaps Abear was heading a little bit towards the line of scrimmage on the snap. I'm guessing that might be what it was.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but So it's going to be 2nd and 20 now for the Trojans. So Trojans going backwards right here. They're set up at their own 17-yard line.
1 good play, Joey. They need 1 good play. Settle themselves down.
Yeah, I mean,
it's feeling better. 1 good play.
It's way too early to panic right now. Just stick to the game plan. Stick to what you know best. That's running the football. Everybody do their assignments and we'll be fine. So looks like the
zebra meeting here.
Yeah, still talking about it. So hopefully they get this thing cleared up. And now he's going back. So
Looks like maybe there was an inadvertent flag, inadvertent whistle so it's going to go right all the way back down. It's going to be second down and 5.
Okay.
A couple more of those, Sacred Heart might get a first down.
Yeah. So we're back to 2nd and 15 now as the Trojans break the huddle. And we got one wide receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Split backs in the backfield. Fusilier taking the snaps. And Duos goes in motion, sets up. Handoff goes to Abear up the middle. There's just nothing there for him. And he's gobbled up right away.
We tried a counter, and St. Edmund has an enormous defensive tackle. It looks like he's playing nose for him. It's number, is it 66 or 56?
56, yeah.
56 is Hayden Lesage. He's 5'11", he weighs 285 pounds. He's you're going to have to move him on the running play. It's going to be a little difficult.
Yeah, and they put him right in the middle where we like to run at, too, because that's where we have our most success, up the middle with Jude. And they got him stuck right in the middle right there. So
back to 3rd and 20 now.
Yeah, Trojans going to break the huddle. They're going to have 2 wide receivers right. Abear in the backfield. Fusilier rolls out looking. He's looking. Nothing there. He's going to get sacked on the play by number 9. That's
Marcus Gradney.
Yeah. So nothing going good for the Trojans right now. This is going to be 4th down. They're going to have to punt out their own end zone with number 52, Lejean, doing the punting.
Oh, that's different. It's usually number 9 that punts for us.
Yeah, he's got a little ankle problem, so they gave him a break, and Lejean's doing the punting. So,
ooh, high snap. He got it, though.
He's a lefty, too, so it's a high kick. Not a good bounce for the Trojans as it's down at the Trojan 25-yard line. So the Jays are going to have it again in Trojan territory at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10.
I think if you're St. Ed's here, if someone could have written a script and you could have approved it, I think they'd have approved the script so far in this game.
I bet. I mean, I know their game plan had to be to stop Jude. That's probably every team's game plan when it goes into the game. Let's stop Jude and make them beat us other ways. So they're being pretty successful at that right now. But like I said, it's still early in the game. We're going to see what's going to happen. So Blue Jays break the huddle with 2 receivers left, 1 right. Goes in motion. It's a handoff to Gradney around the left side, and he's chased down from behind by Abram Manuel. Pickup of about 7 yards on the play. So going to bring up 2nd and 3 for the Blue Jays.
He ran Gradney out of motion on the right side, and he took the handoff right off of the snap and just beat us to the edge. Gradney's a big boy himself.
Oh,
he's,
yeah, very big.
He's 185. He's 6'1".
Yep. All right. 2 wide receivers right, 2 left. There's a snap. West gets the snap, throws the screen to number 7, Moran. It's tackled by number 4, Jed LaFleur.
Looks like they got enough for a first down.
Yeah, just a little quick hitter right there on the screen pass, and he's going to get the first down right outside the 10, let's call it the 12-yard line. So they can still get another first down before they get into the end zone.
It looks, honestly, right now, St. Ed's is kind of doing what they want on offense.
Well, we need a momentum switch. We need to, turn the field over. We need something. So
come out in a heavier package here. They got a bunch formation to the right.
Yep. West gets the snap, hands off to 27, Summerlin, and he's tackled by number 4, Jed LaFleur.
Good job by LaFleur there setting the edge, because if it wasn't for him, there was nobody else there.
Yeah, they ran into the wide side of the field, so he had a lot of room to go right there, and LaFleur held his ground and made the tackle. So good one-on-one tackle right there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Blue Jays.
Go ahead.
All right. Blue Jays are going to go with no huddle right here. West is going to line up in shotgun. He's got Summerlin next to him, 1 wide receiver to the right, 1 to the left with a tight end. Here's the snap. Flags on the play.
Looks like we're going to have some sort of pre-snap help. Timeout call by Sacred Heart.
All right, with that timeout, we're going to go ahead and take a break right here. You're listening to live action on the Blue and Gold Sports Network, live on YouTube.
Level and TC Materials are proud to sponsor the Sacred Heart Trojans football season. The team at Level TC is committed to providing exceptional quality and service for all of your dirt work, land clearing, and leveling needs. From limestone, fill sand, and topsoil to house pads, driveways, and grading, Level TC's got you covered. Contact us today at 337-466-7242. Go Trojans!
Here at St. Edmund Blue Jays Field, your Sacred Heart Trojans down 8-0 to the St. Edmund Blue Jays with 2 minutes and 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Blue Jays threatening again is 2nd and 7, right inside the Trojan 10-yard line. West calls for the snap, hands it off to number 27, Summerlin. He's stretching it out. Trojans there, force them out of bounds.
Nice pursuit there by the Trojans. Nice pursuit there. 3-4 guys that didn't let him get the edge. It didn't look like.
Yeah, they slowed him down. That's what it's going to take. It's going to take a lot of gang tackling out there. Summerlin, he's a strong guy. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to bring him down with some force. So they're gonna line it up. It looks like a stacked formation right here with Summerlin in the backfield. West is gonna take it himself up the middle, and he's close. I don't think he made it. So it looks like he got stopped right there by the goal line. But it's going to be 1st and goal as he gets the first down.
It's that unbalanced line that they use for their two-point
And they're going to run the same play right here, probably, I'm sure. As West is going to – oh, what happened right here?
Yeah. Wow. I think that was when the center snapped the ball inadvertently or incorrectly, I guess I should say.
I'll take it. I'll take it, David.
Nice to jump on that ball right there.
Trojans get a break right here as center.
Replay there. He just snapped it early.
Yeah. So it forces West to fall on it, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal now. Looks like
all the way back to about the 9.
Yeah, 9-yard line. So while we got a quick break, I'm going to name some of the sponsors while we got a quick break. Our touchdown packages sponsored by Savoy and Teats. All right. Here's the snap. West takes it up the middle. He's stopped by several Trojans led by Ashton Duoffs.
And Colton LaFleur. Colton LaFleur did a good job of shedding his blocker and keeping his right arm free and helping out on that tackle there on that quarterback power looking play.
So it's going to be 3rd and goal right outside the 6-yard line. This would be a massive stop right here for the Trojans.
I think this does kick it. I have seen some film where they do kick extra points. I guess it's going to depend on whether this is 4-down territory as far as how close they get to the goal line.
They're going to line up with one back in the backfield. West is in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers. He hands it off
to the right.
Wide open again in the corner of the end zone. Is he in?
No, staying out of bounds. Out of bounds in the back.
So Trojans
said no catch out of bounds. Trojans look at the replay, Joe, because I tell you, that sure looked like a catch. I'm being honest with you. It's just a flood play to the outside here.
And
just
nobody
in the corner.
Nobody goes with Gadney as he.
Oh no, that's a good call. His foot came down on the line. Good call. Good call. So his foot came down on the line.
Trojans catch a break right here. It looks like the Jays are going to go for it on 4th down as they line up with 2 wides to the right, handoff, and there's another flag or a timeout. So timeout, Blue Jays. So with that timeout, we'll go ahead and take another break here. You listen to live action on the Blue and Gold Sports Network, live on YouTube.
Do you know that Brown's Furniture has access to every single recliner, sofa, reclining chair, and sectional made by Lazy Boy? And that means if Lazy Boy makes it, you can get it. At Brown's, you'll be amazed by the styles and color selection from Lazy Boy, including reclining sofas that'll knock your socks off, and recliners and motion furniture that gives a whole new meaning to comfort. So, if Lazy Boy makes it, you can get it through Brown's. That's Brown's Furniture Showplace, all locations.
At Blue Jay Field in Eunice, Louisiana, your Sacred Heart Trojans taking on the St. Edmund Blue Jays. It's going to be 4th and goal for the St. Edmund Blue Jays, and they're going to go for it.
It's a huge play right here. It's like they're coming out in their big package.
Yeah, they got a bunch formation on the right side.
I don't think the quarterback's keeping it this time.
Let's see. Here's a snap.
Pass.
He's looking. There he goes to the end zone. He's going to catch it for the touchdown.
Look at that design play. You have to figure they had some kind of pass play out of that big formation over there. And number 7, Moran, looked like he was heading out, then he cut right back in and he hit him on the slant.
Yeah. So good pass. He hit him at the high point. You know, he went up and had to get it. So good play. They're going to line up for the extra point. Nope, they're going for 2 again.
Same formation.
Yep. West taking the snaps. Looks like he's going to run it again. Same play. And he's going to get in there for the 2-point convert.
It's going to make it 16-0.
Yeah, I think the scoreboard's wrong.
It is.
It's supposed to be 16. So with 37 seconds left in the first quarter, the St. Edmund Blue Jays 16, your Sacred Heart Trojans 0. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back on the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
The Blue and Gold Sports Network is a community and fan-based production for amusement purposes only. It is not intended for commercial or business representation. Any audio and or visual content portrayed by or associated with the Blue and Gold Sports Network does not necessarily represent or comply with the views or permissions or policies of any school or organization or individual seen, heard, or mentioned. The Blue and Gold Sports Network is an affiliate of the Blue and Gold Champ Club, commonly known as the Booster Club. We would like to express our appreciation to Father Tom, Miss Dawn, Coach Jacob, and all the faculty, staff, and students for the opportunity to broadcast this event. For your enjoyment of this free broadcast, please consider a small PayPal or Venmo contribution by finding the links in the description of this YouTube event. You might need to click the word more to see the full event in the description. The Blue and Gold Sports Network is proudly run on a volunteer basis. Therefore, your contributions do not pay us. They directly support our students. We help provide students with things like t-shirts, team meals, sports equipment, field maintenance, uniforms, chartered buses, and much more for both high school and elementary students. No contribution is too small. Thank you in advance for your generosity.
Blue and Gold Nation, Sacred Heart's going to receive the kick. It's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to set up shop. It looks like 1st and 10 at about the 37-yard line. So Trojans got good field position to start. Let's see if we get something started right here. And that, who was that kickoff sponsored by? Let's see. Total Automotive and Dr. Jake LaFleur.
Man, Joey, that Sacred Heart was fortunate on that kickoff. They hit the little pop-up, but it landed between our first row of guys and our second row of guys. St. Ed's had a chance to recover it. Made God, thankfully for them, just missed.
Yeah, it looks like they got it spotted at the 42. So Trojans got good field position. We need to take advantage of this and march it downfield and get some points. So
let's start with a first down, right? Let's get us a first down. Let's get that. We got this.
So to go over some of the sponsorships, the Point After TD is sponsored by T&J Ford. First Downs are sponsored by Ace Hardware and HealthWorks Rehab. Our Red Zone package tonight's sponsored by Brown's Furniture. Our kickoff return and punt return packages are Total Automotive and Dr. Jake LaFleur. Fourth down punt is Jacob Fusilier, attorney at law. Turnover or sack is Fontenot Financial and Nathan Swallow Allstate. Also, our scoreboard sponsor tonight is Jacob B. Fusilier, attorney at law. So we've got a break in the action. We'll go back and take some more ads right now. We've got 34 seconds left in the first quarter.
This game is being brought to you by Vidrine's Ace Hardware, located in Ville Platte and Rain. Go by and see Cody, Louise, Philip, and the staff for all your hardware needs. Vidrine's is fully stocked with paint, mulch, grills, plumbing supplies, lawn and garden supplies, hunting supplies, electrical supplies, and much more. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks. Go Trojans!
Here at St. Edmund Blue Jay Field, Second Trojans 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line. Got 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Trojans down 16-0. They're going to set up in a bunch formation to the right side. Fusilier in the shotgun with Abear next to him. Calls for the snap. Here's the snap. It's going to be a quick toss to Jack Fontenot, and he's gobbled up right away by big number 56 for the Blue Jays.
He's the big boy. That's Massage, that big boy. That's the nose tackle.
Yeah.
It's a little shovel pass, counter action right there, and 56 was having none of that.
So Trojan's going to lose about 4 yards on the play. That doesn't bring up 2nd and 14.
It looks to me like Second Horse having. It's going to be into the first quarter. A heck of a time trying to block their nose tackle. It's hurting them a lot of more right now.
Yeah, and, you know, a lot of our success is up the middle, so until we get that guy out the way, it's going to be hard to get any positive yardage. So that's the end of the first quarter. Your Second Trojans 0, St. Edmund Blue Jays 16. We'll be right back to more live action here on the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
Good luck, Trojans. From Capital Planning in Ville Platte, owners Todd, Marcus, and Amy Vale invite you to come in or call today. Capital Planning offers life insurance, retirement planning, tax planning, investments, and more. Capital Planning has been helping customers since 1989. They're located at 616 West Main Street in Ville Platte, or give them a call at 337-363-1797. Their office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. They hope to see you soon. Go Trojans! Go Trojans from Dr. Brandon Fontenot and staff, located at 421 Jack Miller Road in Ville Platte. Dr. Brandon provides internal medicine services along with all of your endoscopy needs. Dr. Brandon accepts most major insurances and is currently accepting new patients. So give them a call today at 337-363-5684. And once again, go Trojans.
All right, Trojan Nation, we're back to live action here on the Blue and Gold Sports Network. Second Trojans looking at a 2nd and 14 at their own 39-yard line. Trojans are going to set it up with in an empty formation with 3 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Fusilier by himself in the shotgun, calls for the snap. He's going to roll out to the right side, has a man open, makes the connection to Jack Fontenot. And Fontenot rumbles down for the first down for the Trojans. So some positive life for the Trojans finally.
The sport there. They moved Fusilier out of the pocket to the right on the rollout. And Jax this time is stuck on the gloves. And there you go. Got something going now.
Yeah, I mean, I like getting Fusilier out of the pocket, letting him roll out. You know, he's not the tallest guy in the world, and it's easier for him to see downfield also. He's a threat to run if he does get in trouble when he's rolling out. So 1st and 10 Trojans at the Blue Jay 40-yard line. We got 1 receiver left and 2 receivers left, 3 to the right. We're in empty. Here's a snap. Fusilier receives it, throws it downfield. It's complete again.
Seth Gilroy right there up the middle.
Seth Gilroy with the completion, and that's another first down for the Trojans as he crosses the 30-yard line.
Up slow, but he looks like he's going to be all right. They hit him a little low.
Yeah. It was a good catch.
To grab it. It was a good catch. You knew he was going to get hit, but if you're going to get hit, you just soon make the catch.
Well, may as well catch it because you know you're going to get hit. So good grab by Seth Gilroy as he walks off the field on his own power. And they're going to send William Jordan in for him. Trojans having a little success. Was it a penalty?
Looks like we had a little flag after that play. Okay. Let me see where's Mr. Whitehead. I have it. Okay, he's back here, but it's must be a personal foul.
Yeah, it was 15 yards, so Trojans get an extra 15. I don't know if it happened away from the play I'm not sure. I was watching the play. I didn't see no hanky-panky out there, so.
No, but it looked like maybe the white hat threw it because he was way back here. So it may have been maybe roughing the pass. So that would make more sense. Well, a lot of sense there.
So Trojans in business right here, 1st and 10 at the Blue Jay 15-yard line.
This empty backfield seems to be working. They're going to stick with it.
Fusilier looking for the snap. You got a wide receiver in motion, hands it off to Hebert. Hebert got to the left side, cuts it upfield, and he's taken down after about a 5-yard gain.
Nice block there by Jack Spondo. Nice little stalk block.
Correction, it looks like he gained 7 on the play, so they bring up 2nd and 3 for the Trojans. So Trojans in business right here, trying to get themselves back into this game. Coach opening up the offense, going empty and 5 wides, and it's starting to work, David. So let's see what happens.
It's hoping the red zone it didn't bog down, which we got in the red zone, which is the Browns Furniture.
Oh, that's right. Browns Furniture sponsorship in the red zone, our new sponsor. So Trojans in empty again, 5 wide receivers, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Passes incomplete as it sails through Jackson's hands. Pass was a little bit behind him, but it did hit his hand. He should have caught it. But needless to say, it's going to bring up 3rd and 3 for the Trojans, which I'm pretty sure they're going to.
4-down territory here, down 2 scores, I imagine. Although we do have the kicker that can make the field goal.
So Trojans looking to get on the scoreboard right here as they're threatening inside the red zone, inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be, let's see, St. Edmund 8-yard line right here. So Trojans break the huddle in an empty formation. Got 5 wides out there, 3 to the right, 2 to the left.
Looks like St. Ed's going straight man.
And Fusilier's going to take it himself up the middle.
First down into the end.
Down, Trojans. So Fusilier takes it himself up the middle, breaks a tackle, and gets into the end zone. Trojans get on the board with 6.
That's such a tough play to defend when you go empty and 5 wide near their goal line and everybody gets in man coverage. You just take it yourself right up the middle. It'll work a lot of times.
So that touchdown was sponsored by Savoy and Teats. Thank you for your sponsorship. All right, Trojans got a little confusion on the field right now as they're running guys in and out.
Well, they have time. Still 20
like
seconds in the play clock.
Try to kick the extra point right here as they're lining up.
Slow down, Chapman. You have time.
So number 29, Chapman lining up for the extra point. Fusilier doing the holding. Calls for the snap. Snaps down. Kick is up. And it looks to be good. So with 10 minutes and 21 seconds left in the second quarter, your Sacred Trojans 7, St. Edmund Blue Jays 16. David, we got a game.
We got a game, baby.
Dr. Jake LaFleur is a proud supporter of Sacred Heart Trojan Athletics. His practice covers primary care for adults, including annual wellness visits, high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer screenings, and more. Call his office at 337-363-7036 or come by 503 Jack Miller Road to schedule an appointment. Most insurances are accepted. Go Trojans!
On the ground, it looks like it may be recovered by Sacred Heart.
Trojans have the football, so they recovered the muff, and it's going to be 1st and 10 Trojans.
Looks like Aaron Cormier came up with it. It's a lot like that pooch kick that St. Ed had just done. It landed behind the first line and in front of the second line, and fumbled it, and Sacred Heart recovered it.
It's a hard play to field that's in no man's land, and
there's a lot of spin on that kick, too. A lot of spin.
Guys kind of both look at each other, and nobody, really takes charge, and all kind of bad things could happen. So, good things for the Trojans, because it's 1st and 10 at the Blue Jay 44-yard line. So,
I'm guessing, Joey, they're going to come out in that 5 wide, you think, here?
I think it's a good possibility.
There it is.
So, 3 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Fusilier in the shotgun. Empty formation. Calls for Hebert to go in motion, fakes it to him. Now he throws it to him. Hebert out to the left side. He's gobbled up right away.
Nice play there by number 24 and 32 for St. Ed's. 24 is Owen Court, and 32 is J.P. Frugier.
So a lot of motion right there by the Trojans, but the Blue Jays weren't having it and weren't fooled as Hebert gets gobbled up for a loss of 1. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 11 for the Trojans.
We're having a lot of success with that 5 wide, but we're still going to have to run the ball at some point. It's going to have to happen.
Yeah.
They have to block that nose guard they have.
They got two big guys right in the middle, David, and we got our big guys in the middle. We're just gonna have to push them. I mean, you want to run the ball, you're gonna have to push them. Here's a handoff up the middle to.
Must be Duos.
And he's gobbled up right away. There's nothing there.
Oh, number 3 actually.
That was Zach. So
St. Ed's looks like it's made an adjustment, Joey. When it's coming out in that 5 wide now, they were playing a 5-man line. Now they only putting a 4. They only have 4 down linemen.
Yeah.
They no longer have a nose guard, but they still got the fella that was playing there, playing one of the D tackles.
So Zach Fontenot takes the handoff, but there's nothing there. He lost of 1, so it's to bring up 3rd and 12 for the Trojans. They're gonna break the huddle with 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Abear next to Fusilier in the shotgun. He calls for the snap. The low snap. He throws it downfield looking for Gilry, and it was overthrown. No flag on the play as Gilry thought he was held on the play. So it's going to bring up 4th down for the Trojans, and it's decision time for Coach Jacob. You cross midfield. Is he going to punt it or is he going to go for it?
Looks like the punt team's coming on the field. Right. The last punt only netted Sacred Heart about 8 yards or 9 yards whenever they punted out the end zone.
That's right. Hopefully he can get.
Let's catch one here. Hopefully
he can get something end over end away from the receiver back there and just let it roll. So Lejean back, number 52 to punt, gets the snap and he kicks it, and it's a good one.
Punt.
Don't get a favorable roll. It's finally down right around the 22-yard line. So it's gonna be 1st and 10. Blue Jays at their own 22-yard line.
You're right, Joe. He didn't get a good checkup right there. Looked like he hit a.
I thought it was going to get a roll on it, but no.
It just rolled there, but I need 10 extra yards for Sacred Heart there.
Yeah. So Blue Jays are going to set up shop at their own 23-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10. We got 8 minutes and 28 seconds left in the second quarter.
Let's see if the defense has a little bit new life. They haven't been able to stop St. Ed's once, and but now we have a little life. We got a ball game. We've settled in. We weathered the storm. Let's see how this goes here.
West is in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. He's throwing it downfield. Jordan not there on the defense.
With an excellent work. Number 11 is Seth Oakwire, the 5'8", 145-pound senior from St. Ed's, and that was a big play. Jordan was relatively tight coverage. The ball was just perfectly thrown.
Yeah, it was a nice throw, right on the money. Hit him in stride, and big gainer for the Blue Jays. So they're on the Trojan side of the field at the Trojan 33-yard lines, 1st and 10. West calling for the snap. He's going to hand it off to number 27, Summerlin. He's fighting for yards up the middle. Taken down by Lane Joubert.
A little bit of chippiness starting to show up in the game here.
So he picks up about 7 yards on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd and 3 for the Blue Jays at the Trojan 26-yard line. They're going to line up, break the huddle with 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Summerlin next to West in the backfield. West calling for the snap. He's looking to pass. Here's the pass. It's complete to Moran, number 7. He's hit immediately.
Just a little quick stick route. And Sacred Heart's DBs are playing about 7 yards off the ball, which generally you'll do. And they picked up about 4 or 5 there. Or actually a little less than that. Not very much.
It's going to be 3rd down. Call it a long 2 yards. So 3rd and 2. Looks like they're going to go with that bunch formation to the right side. I'm expecting
unbalanced to the right. Yeah.
Quarterback run right here as quarterback takes it himself up the middle, picks up the 1st down. So it's no secret when they get in that formation what they're going to do. It's just going to be a quarterback keeper on the right side right there. And they pick up the 1st down, and it's going to be 1st and 10 at the Trojan 19.
Especially in short yardage. There's no doubt what they're going to do. That is the formation they ran and scored that touchdown.
Yeah. So they're going to line it up right here with two wide receivers to the left, one to the right. Summerlin next to West in the shotgun. West calls for the snap. Hands, nope, there's the pass to Moran over the middle. And he's fighting, and he's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown.
This is like an RPO. I don't know in high school, a lot of times they'll just tell the kid which option to take, but they look a lot like an RPO where you're looking at
yeah, it was a good ball
a man
fake.
shit, and he looked up, boom, hit the guy right in front of the safety.
Yeah, good ball fake by Wes right there. And he hit Moran over the middle, and he fought through a couple of tackles for a touchdown. They're going to line up for two again. Looks like West is going to take that ball on the right side. He's going to bull his way into the end zone for a 2-point conversion. So the Blue Jays come right back and march down the field for a touchdown. And with 6 minutes, 29 seconds left in the second quarter, it's 24 St. Edmund Blue Jays 7 for the Sacred Heart Trojans.
Some life events you can anticipate, while others surprise you. Some are significant enough to affect your household finances, your investment strategy, and even your vision of the future. This is when meeting with an experienced financial professional counts. Brandy Fontenot at Fontenot Financial Services can help pre-retirees and retirees plan in anticipation of life events, as well as adjust plans in response to unexpected changes. They are prepared to help clients through their life and retirement transitions and make any necessary changes. Give her a call, 337-363-2346, or stop by 1301 West LaSalle Street in Ville Platte.
Gold Sports Nation, we're back here at St. Edmund Blue Jay Field. Your Sacred Heart Trojans taking on the St. Edmund Blue Jays, getting set to receive the kick.
Sponsored by Total Automotive and Dr. Jacob Fleur. They kicked it off a little deeper this time. Seth Fury looked like he was trying to see if he would go out of bounds, and it did. So he recovered it all down on about the 14-yard line.
I'm not sure what happened right there, if he thought there was somebody behind him or not, but he let the ball hit the ground, and unfortunately it kept rolling towards the end zone, and he just has to jump on it right there. And Trojans got themselves in a pickle right here as the ball's going to be 1st and 10 inside their, what is that?
Inside their 15-yard line.
15-yard line. So, yeah, they put themselves in a bind right here.
They say they threw a little curve on special teams there. They didn't do the little pooch kick to the right. They kicked it off a little deeper. And I don't know, Seth thought maybe if it goes over his head, it was going to go out of bounds or what. But then he turned around and realized there was nobody back there and it wasn't going out of bounds. He had to get on.
Yeah. So Trojan's going to break the huddle with 2 wide receivers left, 2 right. Abear in the backfield next to Fusilier in the shotgun. Here's the snap. He's looking. There's the pass. It's complete to Gilry as he goes out of bounds. Picks up about 7 on the play.
Looks like I see a flag on the field over there where the tackle was made.
Yeah, I think he
maybe gave him a little extra business on the way out of bounds.
Yeah, I think so. And it's our referee that throws all the flags. So
that's a personal foul on St. Ed's on the dead ball.
Yeah, so they're gonna tackle on 15 on top of that. So
you should put us at about the 35-yard line.
Yeah. So Trojans managed to get themselves out of a hole right here, and it's gonna be 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Hopefully that could spark something, and we could come back and get some more points and on the board and keep it up. So Trojans going to break the huddle right here. 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Got 2 wide receivers right, 3 to the left, empty formation. Fusilier brings Abear in motion to his side. He's looking, low snap.
Oh, he's got
Here's a scramble, and he throws it deep. He got a man, just overthrows him. As we had 2 wide receivers in the same area.
Usually that's something that went wrong there. Somebody, well, of course, he was scrambling. He went and scrambled where they both decided to take off.
Yeah, kudos to Fusilier looking downfield and trying to, find his targets. He had a lot of room to run the ball, but the pass, They were open downfield.
No doubt. Good play.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Trojans at their own 35 as they're looking to pass the ball again, have no success on the ground so far. They're going to break the huddle with 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Abear in the backfield with Fusilier. Fusilier's looking to pass. He throws it up the middle. Gilry in and out his hands as it was a great pass by Fusilier. Hit Gilry right in the hands.
That was an excellent read as well. He
hit him right in stride. I mean,
that wasn't his first receiver on the play. He looked at Jackson, then he looked at the middle, saw him, and I mean he hit him in stride.
It's that would have been a big play for the Trojans right there, because Gilry had some room to run if he'd have hauled that one in. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Trojans now, as they setting up shop right there at their own 35-yard line. They break the huddle with 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Abear in the backfield with Fusilier in the shotgun. Calls for the snap. It's low. He's looking to pass. He heaves it deep downfield to Gilry again, and it goes over his head. So it's going to be 4th down for the Trojans.
Yes, he didn't complete it. Seth got over a little shove right there. Right. That would have been.
There is a flag down.
Is there? Yeah. He definitely shoved the defender as the ball was coming in.
Yeah. So it looks like it's going to be.
And it's our guy with the flags. You know, he likes.
Oh man, that guy's a star of the show, bro. Star of the show. The only flags I see is on that side of the field. That guy is just like, he came here to work, David. That guy came here to work. He said, I'm going to.
They do get paid by game, not by flag. You guys know that, right?
Yeah. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know.
All I have to say, his calls have been fine.
Yeah. So it looks like Trojans going to be called for pass interference, and it'll be declined by the Blue Jays. And it's going to be a 4th and 10. Trojans going to have to punt here as they send in their punting unit. So Trojans try to hit on a few passes right there. Unfortunately, they had a few drops, which could have led to something big. And
they did get out of a hole. They started on their 13. They moved it a little bit.
Yeah.
Not get a decent punt and at least flip the field, son.
All right, Lejean back deep, I guess. Is that him? No, that's Fusilier. Fusilier is going to punt it. So that's Ellis.
That's Ellis Chapman, yeah. Hey, got a roll on there. Rugby style looking for it. I was blocking the back there with this. Nice hustle tackle there by 3.
Yeah, it's Zach Fontenot.
So the high snap on the play, Ellis went up and got it, rolled to his right, got off sort of like a rugby style punt that got a good roll. Unfortunately, it rolled a little too far for our coverage. I did see maybe a potential block in the back, but
yeah,
it was in our guy's place and he didn't throw the flag. So I'm assuming it didn't happen.
Mr. Flag Happy Guy didn't throw the flag this time. So anyway, with that being said, Blue Jays are going to set up shop at the Trojan 43-yard line. 1st and 10. They're going to line up with 2 wides to the left, 2 wides to the right. Summerlin in the backfield with Wes. Wes in the shotgun, calls for the snap. He's going to look to pass.
That is a sack by Lane Jobert.
Jobert with the big sack for the Trojans. So something the Trojans needed right there was slow their offense down, and Jobert gets back there for a 5-yard loss and bring up 2nd and 15 for the Blue Jays.
If there's any confusion as to why he's wearing number 35, that was Wyatt's number before, but then he started playing a little tight end, so he had to change from 60 to 35.
Yeah.
It was Wyatt Perry's number prior to that, but Wyatt had a knee injury before the season started.
So the Jays are going to line it up in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to right, 1 left. Handoff goes to Sutherland, and he has the outside. He makes a move. It's finally taken down, but he gets a 1st down.
It was a nice play right there. He came around the end. There was just no one there.
Yeah, Summerlin, he's dangerous when he gets in the open field. He's shifty, like you said, and he does have great balance.
I got a story from one of the St. Ed's folks this week. The kid had never wrestled in his life. He went to one practice, went to a wrestling meet, came out 3rd.
Wow, that's crazy. All right. Blue Jays going to line up in empty. West calling for the snap. Gets the snap. He's looking to pass, He's going to take it down and run it himself. It's finally taken down by Duwas. Picks up about 5 on the play. So I'm bring up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 at the Trojan 25-yard line. Trojans need to come up with a stand right here, try to keep him out the end zone.
I think St. Ed's is probably not in any sort of hurry here because they get the ball to start the second half. So they're trying to maybe get a 2-for-1 here.
They got to line up in double tights. Nope. They split out Moran to the left. Still in like a bunch formation right there with Summerlin's going to get the handoff to the left side. He's got room.
Hold on to him for. Oh.
Makes a move, spins out.
And that's going to be a face mask on the flag.
And he's finally taken out of bounds before the end zone. Flag on the play.
I think we have a face mask by Sacred Heart on the play.
Yeah, it looked like when he spun right here that somebody grabbed this face mask. I don't know.
It came out like it was.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it was a block. Maybe the block that was by the fellow that was on the ground. It was the old pin and pull, and they pulled the guy around, and whenever he came down.
Oh, you look right here.
Right here.
Yeah.
58.
Hopefully that's the call, and then it'll bring him back because it's on them.
It is on St. Ed's.
So Trojans get a break right there, and
Coach Shiver has his hands half akimbo. No, so he's displeased with the call, we'll say.
So Trojans get a break right there as they're going to bring it back 5 yards. It's going to remain 2nd down.
Well, it's a spot foul from the flag, which brought him back to make it 2nd and about 7.
Yeah, 2nd and 7. So we got Moran split out right to the right. West in the shotgun. Calls for the snap. There's a snap. He's looking to pass. He's looking downfield to Moran.
Well, that's a push off on 7. They could have easily called a push off. Excellent coverage by Jordan there. Excellent. He was in straight phase with the receiver, turned his head around at the right time. I can't ask for better coverage than that.
Yeah, good play by Jordan right there. He was in one-on-one with Moran, and he goes up and high points the ball and knocks it down. Almost came up with the interception, which would have been
a little bit of a shove in the middle of his back from 7 on the when the ball was getting close.
Well, it looks like they called a penalty.
Holding.
Okay. So Blue Jays penalized again, and they're shooting themselves in the foot right here. And Trojans getting a break right here.
This would be a nice time for a little turnover. How about a little pick 6 right here?
Man, that would be spectacular. So Blue Jays are going to set it up. It looks like they're at their own, the Trojan 37-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd and, 20? 2nd and 20? Pretty close.
A whole bunch.
Yeah.
Almost a Bazil.
Yeah. 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. West calls for it in the shotgun. Gets the snap. He's looking to pass, rolling out. Throws it towards the sideline. Nobody there.
And that to be Joey, like they were trying to set up a screen to number 11, and the Trojans sniffed it out. So he did the right thing. He threw it away when he saw it wasn't there.
So good coverage by the Trojans right here, and they're going to force them into a 3rd and long situation. So Trojans doing everything they can to keep them out of the end zone, and that's what we need to do. Keep ourselves in this game, keep them out of the end zone, stop them right here. Hopefully get the ball back if we can go into our 2-minute offense and get some points before halftime. All right, Jay's going to set it up. They got 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 left. West in the shotgun. There's a snap. He's looking to pass. He got time. He goes down the middle, and it's wide open for a touchdown.
I'm not sure the coverage is supposed to be there. George played cornerback on this side, and he passes over the middle. So, I'm assuming they're in a too deep zone, which makes it difficult because we split the zone right in the middle.
Yeah,
And 7's actually running into Jordan's zone deep on this side. So he's got to pick his poison, go one or the other.
And you give West too much time, and he's gonna punish you. But false start,
cheating
yeah.
on St. Ed's.
Yeah. So flags on the play as they're lining up for 2. False start by the Blue Jays.
It was on number 69, who is a 6 foot, 300-pound junior. And when a 300-pound guy false starts, it's kind of hard to hide it.
Yeah, you once you get started in that, it's like ain't nothing.
Inertia, Joe. It's
nothing's gonna stop them. So it's gonna back them up. Let's see if they're gonna still go for 2, which
they will.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they got their kicker on the field, so they're gonna line it up again for 2.
Now this is that same formation. I don't know if I believe the quarterback's keeping it this time. Maybe some kind of counter off of this.
He might fake run and then throw it. Yep, there it is. I just called it. I called it.
And they were prepared for it. And you know, funny. Coach Jacob, this week we talked about it. We talked about this formation. He said, I'm imagining they're either going to do the Tebow pop pass or run some kind of counter off of it.
Yeah.
And so he knew that he had a guy prepared for each, and look, the guys did their job.
They made a good play right there. So with 3 minutes and 5 seconds left till halftime, St. Edmund Blue Jays 30, your Sacred Heart Trojans 7. We'll be right back to live action here on the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
HealthWorks Rehab is ready to get you back into the game. Physical therapists Andy Poche, David Vidrine, and Clay Langerno are pleased to sponsor this broadcast for the Do or Die Trojan family. Call for an appointment at our Ville Platte Clinic at 1477 West LaSalle Street, 363-2600, or in Mamou at Savoy Medical Center, 468-0460. That's HealthWorks Rehab, helping everybody work.
Yes. All right, we're back to live action here on the Blue and Gold Sports Network. The Blue Jays kick it off. Kicks received by number 19, William Jordan.
The kickoff sponsored by Dr. Jacob LaFleur and Total Automotive.
Trojans going to set up shop 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. So I'm presuming we're going to go into some kind of hurry-up pass offense right here.
Well, Joe, that's the only thing they've really had success with anyway is passing. So I can't see much running on this series.
All right, Trojans break the huddle. It looks like we're going to have 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hebert in the backfield with Fusilier. Fusilier in the shotgun, calling for the snap. He's looking to pass. Throws it. It's tipped as it was intended for number 4, Jed LaFleur. He made an effort for it, but couldn't get his hands on it.
Yeah, number 24 for St. Ed's, Owen Court, got his hands on it and popped up in the air. It seemed like an eternity. But
yeah.
But then it came down to the ground.
LaFleur was open.
He had a shot at it. He almost had a shot at it off the tip.
I mean, he was definitely open. So good play by number 24 to get his. It was a 24 you said, or 21?
Yeah, Caleb Court's son, Owen.
Yeah.
They also had an assistant that's a real good softball player for St. Ed's.
So Trojans break the huddle again. They got 2 wideouts to the left, tied in on the right side as Hebert goes in motion. Fusilier gets the snap. He's looking, throws it downfield. Man, where's the flag on that one,
They had
David?
some contact. I don't know if it was they felt like it was incidental contact or what.
Yeah, he was looking for LaFleur down the middle of the field.
Well, Joey, I believe that is a flag on the field right at about the 43-yard line in the middle.
Okay, good. Yeah. So he got him on it. So definitely.
Unfortunately, it's not a spot foul like in the NFL.
Yeah. So Trojans get the benefit of the pass interference call, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. So Zebra's going to go ahead and mark it off for us. And that should put us at what is that?
So the 47, 48?
Yeah. 48-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Still plenty of time to get in the end zone before halftime.
I believe Sacred Heart only has 1 timeout remaining. I can recall him taking 2. Now,
I'm
the
going to go
second
ahead
one
and
was
call
controversial. I'm not sure what that one counted.
8. Thank you for the sponsorship of the first down package, Ace Hardware and HealthWorks Rehab. So Trojans set up shop. We got let's see, 1 wide receiver left, 1 right with a tight end. Fusilier gets the snap directly. He's running. He's getting bottled up right there, right about the line of scrimmage. So they're going to give him 1 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9. So Trojans working out of the huddle again. They're going to break the huddle. We've got 1 wide receiver left. Sorry, 2 wide receivers left. 3 to the right. Empty formation. Fusilier in the shotgun. Get the
blitz up
snap.
the middle.
He's looking. He's pressured. He has to throw it away.
Oh.
It's picked off, huh?
I believe
no, he's out of bounds. Out of bounds.
I called him out of bounds over there.
Okay. All right. So Fusilier pressured right away as they come straight up the middle with the blitz. David, you saw it.
Yep. It looked like he got out of the tackle box and was able to throw it to the line of scrimmage. So there's no ground in there because I don't know if there was a receiver in the area. Oh, yeah. Got somebody down.
It looks like a cramp or something.
Trojans from Nason Swallow, Allstate, and the Swallow family. Allstate insurance agent Nason Swallow is now open for business and ready to serve you. Born and raised in Ville Platte, Nason is committed to providing our community and surrounding areas with the best insurance products and services. A local agent that you can count on to help protect all that matters in life. The friendly staff at Nason Swallow Allstate will set your mind at ease and will even do the switching and paperwork for you. Stop by or call today. Nason Swallow Allstate, 222 North Chautauqua Street in Ville Platte. Call 337-363-6767. At this time, Perry's Tire and Service, a proud supporter of the Sacred Heart Trojans, would like to remind everyone of their services. In addition to tires, Perry's Tire Service offers oil changes, brake services, alignments, and minor engine repair. They are located at 903 West Lincoln Road in Ville Platte. Give Kevin or Lisa a call at 337-363-5621 for all of your automotive maintenance needs.
All right, Trojan Nation, we're back live here on the Blue and Gold Sports Network. Your Sacred Heart Trojans are faced with a 3rd and 9 at their own 49-yard line.
It looked like the cramps that was our quarterback, Fusilier, and Sacred Heart has the choice of either burning its last time out or he has to sit out a play, which means that we have Ellis Chapman under center.
No, it looks like Jude's going to take the direct snap. There's a flag on the play. It looks like the Trojans weren't set. But, yeah, they were running the Wildcat right there with Jude in the backfield. So let's see what the call is on the field. I think it's going to go against the Trojans. Don't look like they were set.
It's a pre-snap penalty, and it'd still be 3rd down.
Yeah, false start. Yeah.
No, that's not what they call that. The white hat shook his head like it was actually an illegal formation, which means there'd have been a dead ball penalty, and this is going to be 4th down instead of 3rd. Which, well, no, I guess not.
Yeah. So it's going to be 3rd and 14 for the Trojans. Abear taking the snaps now in the Wildcat. He's going to take it himself around the left side. Ball's on the ground.
I believe he was down. No. I don't know about that call.
Looks like they're going to call it a fumble, and the Blue Jays are going to recover as he tried to stretch for an extra yard. And I'm like you, David. It looked like the ground caused the fumble, but
he was definitely. It looked like he was laying on somebody, and if his knee had nothing touched down.
The only thing I can think of is that he was on top of another guy, and they didn't call him down until the ball hit the ground or something like that. But it's unfortunate because there's still time on the clock, 1 minute and 36 seconds, and the Blue Jays are going to try to push another one in the end zone and throw the ball right
Oh
here.
yeah, they're definitely gonna go deep. Would not surprise me at all.
So it's Blue Jay ball at their own 47-yard line. They're going to set up shop right there, 1st and 10. 2 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Here's the shotgun. He goes downfield deep, and an excellent catch. Moran catches it on the
He made a
pattern.
dive and catch.
Yeah. So it's going to be 1st and 10 now at the Trojan 17-yard line. And
it just looked like it was a straight up go.
Yeah, just a go route, and he threw a good pass to him. I mean, hit him in stride. So West calls for the shotgun. He throws it to Moran again. Moran breaks the tackle, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown.
Taylor's having a heck of a time trying to cover 7 tonight.
Yeah, they just don't have an answer for 7. Kids strong. You're gonna have to get several guys on them to bring them down, and
especially when West is hitting him in stride, and they were never like that play before. It was a little overthrown. 7 just leapt up and made a dive and catch.
Yeah,
this is an impressive offensive performance by St. Ed's tonight.
So they're gonna line up in that to go for 2 again. Looks like quarterback's gonna run it around the right side, and he's gonna walk in the end zone for a 2-point conversion. So with 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the second quarter, your Sacred Heart Trojans 7, the St. Edmund Blue Jays 38. We'll take a break into action, and we'll be right back with the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
Teats Food Store, located at 2210 West Main in Ville Platte, specializes in quality smoked meats. Their award-winning smoked pure pork sausage, tasso, and boudin is filled with flavor that will make you come back for more. And that's not all. Teats offers a full line of groceries, beer, wine, liquor, gas, and much more. Oh, and Teats will ship their smoked meats all over the country. Visit their website at teatsfoodstore.com or give them a call at 337-363-1839 for more details.
All right, Blue and Gold Nation, we're back live here at St. Edmund Blue Jay Field. Here's the kick. It's going to be received by Ashton Duos. He's going to take it up the middle for the Trojans. Breaks 1 tackle. It's taken down right about the 33-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Trojans at the 33-yard line.
That second quarter seems to be lasting forever. It seemed like half an hour ago I said St. Ed's is going to try to double up when there was 3 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, a lot of flags and a lot of passes to stop the clock. So we'll see what the Trojans do right here with 1 minute and 3 seconds left. They're going to run out.
That's Ellis Chapman.
Ellis Chapman at quarterback, number 9. So they're going to break the huddle right here. Chapman in the shotgun. Hebert right behind him. Looks like a pistol formation.
Go ahead.
1 receiver left, 1 receiver right. He hands it off to Hebert. There's nowhere to go up the middle as the Blue Jays are right on top of them. Loss of 3 on the play is going to bring up 2nd and 13.
St. Ed's is obviously prepared for that. I would say that's Sacred Heart's bread and butter play right there.
Oh, definitely.
And they have gotten absolutely nothing.
Up until this game, really nobody's had an answer for that. Even Opelousas Catholic Jew was able to get his yards against them also. So this is the first time we really just been shut down on our running game up the middle. All right, Trojans break the huddle again. Looks like we're back in the pistol. There's a snap. It's low. Chapman's just going to take it himself up the middle, and he's wrapped up right away, but no gain on the play. That's going to take us to halftime. So it looks like the Trojans are going to be down 38-7 at halftime, as the Blue Jays, with a very impressive offensive performance, and we're going to go down on the field as David Dare is looking for Coach Jacob for the halftime interview.
All right, guys, I'm here with head coach of the Sacred Heart Trojans, Jacob Aguilar. Coach Jacob, what's going to be the second half adjustments? I know we're down 38-7, but hopefully the Trojans have a few fights in us, and let's see if we can go turn around the second half.
Oh, I think the main thing is that we're not getting a push up front. We're not able to run the football. We dropped a couple passes, we busted a couple coverages, and just we got to play what we've played play what we practiced all week. And right now we're getting out here and we're just doing things that we didn't even talk about. So until we get back to doing what we're coached, and that's we're gonna have to fight, claw back to get back into the ball game. We're not gonna quit. Start 8-7, but at the end of the day, I mean, you got to go and continue fighting and do what we did all week.
Thank you, Coach. Go Trojans.
All right, David. That halftime interview was sponsored by Bordelon's Home Furniture. Thank you, Barry Bordelon, for that sponsorship. Also, the halftime show is sponsored by Capital Planning, Josh and Amy Ortego, and Todd and Marcus Vail, and also Bordelon's Furnishing. So we're going to go ahead and go to the halftime show right now, play some sponsors, and we'll be right back with more live action here on the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
T&J Ford, located at 1231 West Main Street in Ville Platte, wishes the Sacred Heart Trojans the best of luck. At T&J Ford, we're proud to serve the people of Ville Platte and surrounding communities with some of the most popular vehicles around Louisiana. We have a top-notch selection of brand-new vehicles to choose from, as well as an extensive inventory of pre-owned vehicles. Come by and check out our selection of crossovers, SUVs, and trucks. Plus, we have an in-house parts and service department for all your needs. That's T&J Ford. Call 337-363-2153. Or visit our website at tjfordinc.com. This game is brought to you in part by Total Automotive, 610 Tate Cove Road in Ville Platte. Total Automotive is your go-to place for all automotive repairs, tires, AC service, and much more. Total Automotive is an authorized CarQuest auto parts dealer featuring everything you need to get you back on the road with confidence. Total Automotive is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to noon. Go Trojans! Total Automotive in Ville Platte. Call 337-363-7771. The Law Office of Jacob Fuselier is pleased to sponsor this broadcast of Trojan Athletics. With offices in Ville Platte, Jacob Fuselier offers quality legal services to this community. So please call 363-6661 for all your legal needs, and let's go Trojans.
Did you know that Savoy Cancer Center offers infusion treatments and injections in gastroenterology, rheumatology, endocrinology, and immunology? That's right. You can receive your infusion or injections right here in Evangeline Parish, close to home. At Savoy Cancer Center, our goal is to treat you like family, providing comfort and hope as your long-term partners in care of your chronic condition. Ask your doctor about receiving your specialty infusion therapy or injection close to home at Savoy Cancer Center. For more information, call 337-468-3099. Savoy Cancer Center, close to home.
This is Coach Joey Swallow. If you're looking to get an edge on your game, I'm here to help you. I specialize in all aspects of baseball, softball training, as well as confidence training. Also, don't forget about Big Cat sports cards and comics for all your hobby needs. From vintage to modern players or comics, I have what you're looking for. Big Cat sports cards, always buying, selling, and trading.
Our fondest memories are those centered around people we care about. Fishing with Grandpa, hunting with Dad, cooking on the porch, or just sitting by a fire and telling the good old stories. Being around the people that we trust, we respect, and whom we know will always be there to help us when we need them. Just like the Evangeline Bank. Just like an old friend or family member. It's our heritage. It's who we are. It's what makes Evangeline, well, Evangeline.
Get ready for hunting season with the outdoor experts at Industrial Service and Supply. Hunting stands are in stock now. Ladders, box stands, lock-ons, tripods, and climbing tree stands. Comfortable, silent, sturdy, and secure. Find any stand to fit your needs this hunting season. And remember to grab your safety harness at Industrial Service and Supply. For hardware hunting, fishing, and more, Industrial Service and Supply in Ville Platte. Shh, it's hunting season at Industrial Service and Supply in Ville Platte.
Level and TC Materials are proud to sponsor the Sacred Heart Trojans football season. The team at Level TC is committed to providing exceptional quality and service for all of your dirt work, land clearing, and leveling needs. From limestone, fill sand, and topsoil to house pads, driveways, and grading. Level TC's got you covered. Contact us today at 337-466-7242. Go Trojans!
Do you know that Brown's Furniture has access to every single recliner, sofa, reclining chair, and sectional made by Lazy Boy? And that means if Lazy Boy makes it, you can get it at Brown's. You'll be amazed by the styles and color selection from Lazy Boy, including reclining sofas that'll knock your socks off, and recliners and motion furniture that gives a whole new meaning to comfort. So, if Lazy Boy makes it, you can get it through Brown's. That's Brown's Furniture Showplace, all locations. Do you know that Brown's Furniture has access to every single recliner, sofa, reclining chair, and sectional made by Lazy Boy? And that means if Lazy Boy makes it, you can get it at Brown's. You'll be amazed by the styles and color selection from Lazy Boy, including reclining sofas that'll knock your socks off, and recliners and motion furniture that gives a whole new meaning to comfort. So, if Lazy Boy makes it, you can get it through Brown's. That's Brown's Furniture Showplace, all locations.
This game is being brought to you by Vidrine's Ace Hardware, located in Ville Platte and Rain. Go by and see Cody, Louise, Phillip, and the staff for all your hardware needs. Vidrine's is fully stocked with paint, mulch, grills, plumbing supplies, lawn and garden supplies, hunting supplies, electrical supplies, and much more. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks. Go Trojans! Good luck, Trojans. From Capital Planning in Ville Platte, owners Todd, Marcus, and Amy Vale invite you to come in or call today. Capital Planning offers life insurance, retirement planning, tax planning, investments, and more. Capital Planning has been helping customers since 1989. They're located at 616 West Main Street in Ville Platte, or give them a call at 337-363-1797. Their office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. They hope to see you soon. Go Trojans! Go Trojans from Dr. Brandon Fontenot and staff, located at 421 Jack Miller Road in Ville Platte. Dr. Brandon provides internal medicine services along with all of your endoscopy needs. Dr. Brandon accepts most major insurances and is currently accepting new patients. So give them a call today at 337-363-5684. And once again, go Trojans! Dr. Jake LaFleur is a proud supporter of Sacred Heart Trojan Athletics. His practice covers primary care for adults, including annual wellness visits, high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer screenings, and more. Call his office at 337-363-7036 or come by 503 Jack Miller Road to schedule an appointment. Most insurances are accepted. Go Trojans! Some life events you can anticipate, while others surprise you. Some are significant enough to affect your household finances, your investment strategy, and even your vision of the future. This is when meeting with an experienced financial professional counts. Brandy Fontenot at Fontenot Financial Services can help pre-retirees and retirees plan in anticipation of life events, as well as adjust plans in response to unexpected changes. They are prepared to help clients through their life and retirement transitions and make any necessary changes. Give her a call at 337-363-2346 or stop by 1301 West LaSalle Street in Ville Platte. HealthWorks Rehab is ready to get you back into the game. Physical therapists Andy Poche, David Vidrine, and Clay Landrino are pleased to sponsor this broadcast for the Do or Die Trojan family. Call for an appointment at our Ville Platte Clinic at 1477 West LaSalle Street, 363-2600, or in Mamou at Savoy Medical Center, 468-0460. That's HealthWorks Rehab, helping everybody work. Best of luck to the Sacred Heart Trojans from Nason Swallow, Allstate, and the Swallow family. Allstate Insurance Agent Nason Swallow is now open for business and ready to serve you. Born and raised in Ville Platte, Nason is committed to providing our community and surrounding areas with the best insurance products and services. A local agent that you can count on to help protect all that matters in life. The friendly staff at Nason Swallow Allstate will set your mind at ease and will even do the switching and paperwork for you. Stop by or call today. Nason Swallow Allstate, 222 North Chautauqua Street in Ville Platte. Call 337-363-6767. At this time, Perry's Tire and Service, a proud supporter of the Sacred Heart Trojans, would like to remind everyone of their services. In addition to tires, Perry's Tire Service offers oil changes, brake services, alignments, and minor engine repair. They are located at 903 West Lincoln Road in Ville Platte. Give Kevin or Lisa a call at 337-363-5621 for all of your automotive maintenance needs. Teats Food Store, located at 2210 West Main in Ville Platte, specializes in quality smoked meats. Their award-winning smoked pure pork sausage, tasso, and boudin is filled with flavor that will make you come back for more. And that's not all. Teats offers a full line of groceries, beer, wine, liquor, gas, and much more. Oh, and Teats will ship their smoked meats all over the country. Visit their website at teatsfoodstore.com or give them a call at 337-363-1839 for more details. T&J Ford, located at 1231 West Main Street in Ville Platte, wishes the Sacred Heart Trojans the best of luck. At T&J Ford, we're proud to serve the people of Ville Platte and surrounding communities with some of the most popular vehicles around Louisiana. We have a top-notch selection of brand-new vehicles to choose from, as well as an extensive inventory of pre-owned vehicles. Come by and check out our selection of crossovers, SUVs, and trucks. Plus, we have an in-house parts and service department for all your needs. That's T&J Ford. Call 337-363-2153. 833 or visit our website at tjfordinc.com. This game is brought to you in part by Total Automotive, 610 Tate Cove Road in Ville Platte. Total Automotive is your go-to place for all automotive repairs, tires, AC service, and much more. Total Automotive is an authorized CarQuest auto parts dealer featuring everything you need to get you back on the road with confidence. Total Automotive is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to noon. Go Trojans! Total Automotive in Ville Platte. Call 337-363-7771.
We're back here at halftime of the Sacred Heart St. Edmund Blue Jays game. David, it's a tough path for the Trojans. I see Fusilaire's warming up again, so I think he's a go for the second half. He's standing up. He's making his throws on the sideline, so it looks like he'll be back in the game.
Yep.
Trojans had to come up with a kind of like a quick gimmick offense to end the second half. Blue Jays have been hitting on all cylinders.
They really have. Like Coach Jacob, like he said in his interview at half, getting no push from the offensive line, and that when you're a run-heavy team like Sacred Heart is, take away your bread and butter like that, it's gonna be a tough night on offense, and it's been like that so far. We had a couple drops, but all in all, I mean, St. Ed's has just been as advertised. They have been impressive.
Yeah, the Trojans rely on the run heavily, and they got slowed down, and they had to throw the ball, which, I mean, they were, semi-effective at that, so they did a pretty good job with it. Looks like we got some scores up there of other games going on right now. Catholic Point Capee, what's that? Oh, that was yesterday. Okay. Catholic Point Capee beat Birchman Academy 53-7. Pine Prairie Panthers lost to the Crowley Gents 44-12. It looks like at halftime, Basile Bearcats are down to Grand Lake Hornets 24-12. Fort Barry Red Devils look to be down to the Westminster Crusaders 28-18. Mamu Green Demons up 14-10 on the Bulldogs.
That's homecoming right there. That's homecoming.
Is that the Bulldog homecoming?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I had to close ball. We had to close our office early to get out of there. The smoke was going this morning at 10:50.
Oh, Lord, look out. Oberlin seems to be up 14-6 on Melville, and Opelousas Catholic and North Central are 0-0 in the first quarter. That must be like not an updated score. So anyway, that's what we got right now for scores.
For the best update on anybody that cares about Major League Baseball, the Mets extended the series by beating the Dodgers 12-6. So the score in the series is the Dodgers 3 and the Mets 2. The Mets have to win 2 games in Los Angeles to go to the World Series. And currently in the top of the 5th, the Yankees are up 3-2 on the Guardians, and they're up 2-1 in the series.
I'd like to see a Yankees-Dodgers World Series. I think they have the most star power, and definitely for ratings purposes, that would probably be the best series to see out there to have.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, I was like 12 years old in '86 when the Mets won, so I have to like the Mets.
Oh, you want a Subway Series?
No, I don't. No, really. Honestly, anybody against the Yankees, I'd rather the Guardians and the Mets. But
okay.
But I imagine that the rest of America's like you.
All right, so our halftime sponsorship is Borlaw's Home Furnishing and also Capital Planning with Josh and Amy Ortego. Todd and Marcus Vail, thank y'all for your sponsorship at halftime.
All right. So, Joey, this stuff over here that we're doing, we talk about our our folks that buy ads, and that helps a lot of things. Also, we take Venmo donations and we take PayPal donations, and all of that money goes directly to Sacred Heart Athletics, elementary and high school. This is a completely volunteer-run organization. Just to let you guys know, even $5. Hey, $5 and give me a text, you might get a shout out in the second half somewhere.
Yeah, any donation would be very appreciated. We also have some packages still available: the field goal package, a blown call package, penalties package. So we got a few packages left available and stuff. So.
I got on the other end with a penalty package would have done well tonight.
Oh,
Especially in
what?
that second quarter.
So Trojans are going to kick it off. Blue Jays receive. Number 9, Gladney receives the kick. He bulls his way forward up the middle.
And there's a flag on the play. Right at midfield.
Oh, yeah, I see it on the ground. So flag on the play. See what the call is going to be. Right now, it looks like there's 1st and 10 at the Trojan 43-yard line, but not sure if it's against the Blue Jays or not. So let's see what happens.
And that penalty could be sponsored by you, whoever you are out there that needs the penalty package. We could be talking about your business right now.
The penalty package would have been very popular tonight because there was a lot of flags on the field.
Absolutely. And it's going to be on St. Ed's.
All right.
Be a spot foul, so it'll be probably 10 yards back from about the 49. I'll probably bring them to about the 39.
So Trojans get the first break of the second half as the Blue Jays get penalized on the kickoff. Let's move them back to their own 39-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. You got 2 wide receivers right, 2 wide receivers left. Summerlin in the backfield next to. There's a snap. West handoff goes to Moran, number 7. Makes a move to the outside, and he's finally taken out of bounds by Jack Fontenot, but not before a first down as he crosses midfield.
It's obviously Moran night. They're focusing heavily on him. He's catching the ball. He's getting runs. He's been tough to tackle.
Yeah, he's one of their weapons, and they utilize him very well in both the passing game and run game. So let's see. They got 2 wide receivers right, 1 left. Summerlin in the backfield. Handoff goes to Summerlin around the left side. He's got to make some move to the outside. Still on his feet. Still on his feet. Finally taking down another flag on the play. As the flag comes in late from the sideline, let's see what the call is.
Flags down at about the 42, 43-yard line, right where Jack Fontenot had a hold of Summerlin. Oh, that's a hold on St. Ed's.
So Blue Jays penalized again after a good run by Summerlin, and they'll be marked back 10 yards.
From the spot.
15 yards.
15 is roughness.
Okay. So 15-yard penalty is going to put them back across on their side of the field. It'll remain first down. It looks like 1st and 25 for the Blue Jays at their own 43-yard line. So the Blue Jays are going to set it up. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Summerlin in the backfield with West. West calls for the snap. Looks to pass. Gets it to Gradney on the side. Gradney stiff arms and he rumbles his way down the sideline for a big pickup.
Just a little quick screen to Gradney, and the right guard and tackle got out in front real quick. Made some good blocks, and Gradney did a lot. He had a good little stiff arm and made a good run there.
Yeah, you got a lot of the yardage back. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 now for the Blue Jays. They got another flag on the play. I'm not sure what. So is our guy on this side of the field now, David? Mr.
No, the flags are coming from the side.
Yeah, he must be on outside of the
he must have
field.
changed.
Yeah. So we're going to see a lot of flag action on this side of the field now, and out on the Blue Jays side of the field. As this guy, he sees a penalty on every play.
They say you can call one on every play.
You probably can.
This fella seems to think that's a heart.
Yeah.
So the
is it offsetting penalties?
Let's see.
Unsportsmanlike on the Blue Jays. So Coach Shriver, he's not too happy about this, as he feels like his player got ran into the sideline, and they're talking about it right now.
Looks to me like they're just simply exchanging pleasantries or maybe some recipes for Christmas.
That's what it could be. Yeah.
Probably not, though.
So Blue Jays are going to be penalized again. And is that another 15-yarder? Yeah, it looks like it. So they'll be marked back again. And I'd like to know how many. That's like the third one to start.
That's at least 4 15-yard penalties.
Yeah.
The one 2 plays ago was on 58. I believe this one was on number 11. You get 2 of them, you're gone.
Yeah. So they'll line it up again, and they're back at their own 42-yard line. West in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers left, 2 wide receivers right. Calls for the snap, drops back to pass, no pressure. He's looking downfield to number 11. He's wide open, and he's going to score easily for the touchdown. Who's number 11? Oakwan?
Seth Oakwan, who just had the 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
He's rewarded for it.
I think he scored earlier, too. I think number 11 scored on a deep pass earlier, too. So that's his second touchdown of the game. And West
Sacred Heart's having really a whole lot of trouble running just a post pattern.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are getting way behind our secondary, and West just lays it up there, and they run underneath it. So good pass by West. They're going to line up for the 2-point conversion now. Pretty sure the quarterback's going to run it just right around the right side. He's hit.
I think they stopped him.
Yeah, it's no good as Lane Jobert meets him right in the hole and stops him cold right there at the line of scrimmage. So with 10 minutes and 56 seconds left in the third quarter, your Sacred Heart Trojans 7, St. Edmund Blue Jays 44. We're going to take a break in action right now. You're listening to the Blue and Gold Sports Network live on YouTube.
The law office of Jacob Fuselier is pleased to sponsor this broadcast of Trojan Athletics. With offices in Ville Platte, Jacob Fuselier offers quality legal services to this community. So please call 363-6661 for all your legal needs, and let's go Trojans.
Whether you are seeking immediate medical attention, looking to schedule a wellness checkup, or need behavioral health services, Savoy Medical Center has 2 Ville Platte locations to serve you and your family. The team at Ville Platte Family Care with Dr. Francisco Cantu, nurse practitioner Jared Huffman, and mental health nurse practitioner Rachel Taylor, and Savoy Family Health Care with nurse practitioner Brooklyn Latour are ready to take care of your every need. Call 337-363-0075 to schedule your appointment today. Savoy Medical Center, our family healing.
All right, Blue Jays kicking off for the Trojans. Fielding is Ashton Duos. He finds a crease up the middle.
Nice return by Ashton.
Yep.
That kickoff was sponsored by Team Automotive and Dr. Jake LeFleur.
So Duos returns it to their 42-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 Trojans. Let's see who's going to quarterback. It looks like Fusilier's coming back in the game for the Trojans. So good time for the Trojans to,
What you doing right here, Joey?
work on the passing game.
Work on the passing game?
Yeah, work
Right.
on the passing game. In a game like this, you want to find some kind of positive thing going into next week, and you want to keep fighting, fight to the end, and find some good positive things to take into next week. Pass is incomplete as it's batted away by number 2 for the Blue Jays.
Simple hitch routes there, and it looked like our receivers were a little close to each other.
Yeah, well, we came to the short side of the field. We had 2 guys right next to each other right there.
That's one of the things we could talk about. Like, if you want to work on something, make sure you have some space in that particular formation. Make sure we have enough room to get the ball in.
All right. Trojans going to break the huddle right here. We're going to have 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Fusilier in a shotgun, gets
Here comes the
snap,
blitz. Pick it up.
throws it down the middle of the
Hebert.
field, looking for Hebert. Sails over his head for incompletion.
Usually did a nice job under pressure there. He stepped up in the pocket and delivered the ball. It was just a little bit too high for Abear, who looked like he was running an old flag route or a 7.
Yeah, I think if he'd had a little bit more time, it would have got completed. But like you said, David, it was a great job of him stepping up in the pocket, reading the pressure, uh, giving himself enough time and trying to get the ball to his receiver and make something happen. It's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Trojans at their own 42-yard line.
Sacred Heart's going to have to get this play in a hurry. It's already down to 5 on the play clock.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to call a timeout right here. So Trojans going to take a timeout. And with that timeout in action, we'll go ahead and take a break. On the Blue and Gold Sports Network, you're listening to us.
This is Coach Joey Swallow. If you're looking to get an edge on your game, I'm here to help you. I specialize in all aspects of baseball, softball training, as well as confidence training. Also, don't forget about Big Cat Sports Cards and Comics for all your hobby needs. From vintage to modern players or comics, I have what you're looking for. Big Cat Sports Cards, always buying, selling, and trading.
All right, we're back. Blue and Gold Sports Nation here live on YouTube, the Blue and Gold Sports Network, bringing you all the action. Here at Blue Jay Field, your Sacred Heart Trojans faced with a 3rd and 10. Here's a snap. The Fusilier looks for the screen up the middle, gets it to Jax Fontenot, and he's tackled right away at the line of scrimmage.
Nice play there by number 22 for St. Ed's. That is Wyatt Dubois.
Yeah, he read that screen right away, and he made a good tackle one-on-one on Jax. So Trojans going to be forced to punt right here at their own 42-yard line. And they're going to bring in Ellis Chapman to do the punting, number 9.
Well, they worked on the passing game a little bit.
Hey, we ran a couple of plays.
At this point, right? That's what you're supposed to be doing.
All you could do is look for a positive right here going into next week. Try not to get any people hurt and just try to get something going, you know. There's a punch off the side of the foot of Chapman. It rolls forward, and it's going to be down at the Blue Jay 39-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays.
The snaps on the punts tonight have been different.
Yeah.
They've had a little loop in them whenever they're not supposed to have so much loop in them. I'm waiting for our punter to fair catch one of those snaps at this point.
Several of them were high. You know,
I don't know if maybe it's a different person snapping or what. That doesn't look like it has been for the season so far.
It's just tough right now, David. You know, everything is, you know, just tough, and all you could do is look for, you know, the light at the end of the tunnel and just keep plugging away and keep trying to get better. So West is going to line up in the shotgun with 2 wide receivers left, 2 right, calls for the snap, looking to pass, throws it deep downfield again to Moran. Moran had a step on Fontenot, but pass is overthrown. So finally Moran not on the reception as West throws it deep downfield to him again. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Blue Jays at their own 38-yard line, 38-yard line. They're going to line up with 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 right. Summerlin in the backfield with West. He's calling for the snap. Here's a snap. He's going to hand it off to Summerlin up the middle, and he's hit right away by number 55.
Colton LaFleur. Looked like I saw a flag come in late.
Yeah, I think he pulled on a face mask, so it looks like it's going to be face mask on the Trojans. So they're going to tack on 15 on top of the run. So I know it's a little frustrating right now for the Trojans out there, you know.
Let's hope they keep their composure.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's a lot of time left in the game. You don't want to see anything crazy happen out there. Let's just keep our composure, keep playing, keep plugging away. Look for something positive going into next week and try to gain from that. So here's a snap to West. He throws the pass to number 3. It's complete. He jumps over 1 defender. There's another flag.
Another flag comes flying in, sponsored by nobody. But boy, they could.
Man, I tell you what. If you wanted a sponsorship tonight,
If I had my own business, I think I'd buy it right now.
golly, I ain't lying. I mean, there's still plenty of time if you want to call in and
have a business.
sponsor it right now. I mean, it's still available because the zebras out there are having a field day out there with the flags. So let's see what the call is on this one. Let's see. Looks like holding against the Blue Jays. So I guess
Blocking the back, huh?
Oh, blocking the back.
I think you can't really tell from him, but I think he did this motion
Okay.
with his hand versus this
All right.
motion. Regardless, an illegal block, we'll say.
Yeah.
How about that?
So that's going to push him back.
They'd probably give St. Anne's about 200 or 300 yards of penalties. So
Man, it is a lot, man. I ain't lying. All right. So they're going to line up in the shotgun again. 2 wide receivers right, 2 wide receivers left. West calls for the snap, gets it, hands it off to Summerlin. It goes around the right side, gets around the corner, and he's taken out right about the 32-yard line. So they had the Trojan 32 now. He's close to another first down.
a nice little counter right there by St. Ed's.
Yeah, just short of a first down.
They haven't really had to feature Summerlin. I mean, Taylor's had a hard enough time covering the deep balls, but that kid's a good running back.
Whitecap says, move the chains, boys. So it's a first down. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Blue Jays at the Trojan 33-yard line. West lines up.
You got to figure a steady diet of Summerlin's got to be coming.
Yeah, calls for the snap. Handoff again to Summerlin. He's hit right away by
58.
Alex Pete.
Was that 50?
Yeah, Alex Pete with the stop. Pickup of 1 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9 now. Looks like Blue Jays looking to run a little bit of clock right here, which definitely would do when you're way ahead like that. So West in the shotgun, got someone on the side of him. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Here's a snap. Hands it off to Summerlin again. He's following his blockers. Gets downfield. Close to another first down. It looks like he's just short, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 1, we'll call it.
Go ahead.
So Blue Jays looking to run some time off the clock. Taking a little bit longer to get their plays in now. Just trying to run the clock down.
You don't want to snap it till about 10 seconds in the play clock, which is what they have now.
Yep. West calls for the snap. He's going to take it himself up the middle, and the QB keeper looks like he pushes his way to a first down. So he crosses the 20-yard line on the Trojans 19 for a first down. I'd like to mention our scoreboard sponsor again, Jacob B. Fusilier, attorney at law. Thank you for your sponsorship tonight of the score package.
I think it's like St. Ed's is content just to let the clock run and grind this thing out here. Trying a couple of passes to start off the drive.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to run the football, let the time run off the clock. West calls for the snap. It's a little option, and it's fumble on the play.
Recovered by Summer.
Yeah, it looked like he was real close to him, and he got hit pretty good. And that affected the pitch, and Summerlin was lucky enough to get back on the ball. So
I'm no football coach, Joey, but I'm not a big fan of that. Just a little bit of an option. Whether you're an option team or you're not, it's an art as much as a science to run it.
A lot of things could happen. A lot of things could go wrong. A lot of things could go good, but a lot of things could go wrong too. So it's definitely a play that takes time to develop over a period of time. So West looking to pass, throws it to number 3. He's broken up by LaFleur.
Yep.
And
Pass was a little bit high, but it was a good play right there by LaFleur.
So that's going to bring up third and
long.
Yeah, close to 20 yards, it looks like. So Trojans are looking to hold the Blue Jays out the end zone, get the ball back, try to put some points on the board.
All year you could see this match coming like a collision course. Boom, right to the ground. The right goes to the left. This guy
West in the shotgun. He got someone to his left, two receivers to the left. He drops back to throw the ball. He's looking. Finally throws it to number 3 towards the sideline. He drops it. So that's going to bring up 4th down now for the Blue Jays.
Looked like they ran a little smash concept. They had your receiver on the wide side just running a little kind of jog and turn around. You try to throw a flag behind the cornerback over there, but Sacred Heart covered it well.
Yeah, kudos to the Trojan defense for putting up a stand right here. Anytime the game gets out of hand like this, sometimes it gets sloppy out there, but they still playing hard and they still fighting, and I like to see that out of the boys.
4th down, they going for it.
West calls for the snap. He's looking to pass. He looks downfield. He throws it deep, and he overthrows number 3. Yeah, number 3. That is Landry. So he had 2 wide receivers basically in the same area. One of them looked to be wide open, but the pass just sailed too deep. So turnover on downs, the Trojans are going to take over.
The same thing that they've been scoring on a lot all night long. They run 2 wide receivers crossing the post. Our DB's taking the flag out, and then the post comes open.
So
stop is sponsored by somebody.
Yeah, the force 4th down was sponsored by Jacob Fusilier, attorney at law, and the turnover was Fontenot Financial and Mason Swallow Allstate. Thank you all for those sponsorships. So Trojans are going to set it up 1st and 10 on their side of the field on the 28-yard line. Fusilier trots out there, calls the play in the huddle. They break the huddle.
Got a couple kids limping around a little bit. It's like Jack's kind of limping.
Yeah.
Our quarterback's limping a little bit as well.
Fusilier in the shotgun with Hebert next to him. Gets the snap, hands it off to Hebert.
I believe whenever he caught the snap, his knee was down. That's what the white hats call him.
Oh, okay. So, again, having trouble with the snap.
The snaps have been low.
Yeah.
If anything, most of the time, from as far as the quarterback, they've been low a few times. Fusilier's handled them well for the most part. That one was just a little too low.
So that's going to move the Trojans back about 5 yards. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 15 for the Trojans. Trojans break the huddle. Got 1 receiver right, 1 receiver left. Hebert next to Fusilier in shotgun. There's a snap. It's a handoff to Hebert up the middle, and there's just nothing there all night long as Hebert's gobbled up in the backfield for another loss of a couple. And that's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Trojans.
Yeah, Coach Jacob talked about not getting a push in the line there. So you got St. Ed's just playing quarters, which means like they have 4 DBs, 1 in each quarter, right? So you only got 7 guys in the box. We have 2 tight ends on the formation. We can't block them. So we got 7 on 7.
Yeah.
Right there in the box, and we can't do anything with their interior defensive linemen.
All right. Trojans break the huddle again. Got 2 wide receivers right. Gobert goes in motion to the left. Here's a snap. Fusilier drops back to pass. He's looking deep downfield. Overthrows. It looks like
Jack Fontenot, just the way he's sort of limping as he's running.
Yeah, so with that overthrow, Trojans are going to have to punt again, and they'll run out their punter out there, Chapman.
Ellis is one of the last few.
So Chapman out there to punt. Got 4 minutes and 14 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. There's a snap. Chapman punts it. It's a high punt, short.
It's going to take a Trojan bounce and roll out to about the 48-yard line. So the ball's down at the 48-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10, Blue Jays at their own 48-yard line. And we'll go ahead and take a break in the action while we change in possessions. You're listening to the Blue and Gold Sports Network live on YouTube.
Hi, everyone. I'm State Representative Rhonda Butler for District 38, and I want to congratulate the healthcare providers at Mercy Regional Medical Center for being champions of patient safety. You reduced hospital readmissions by 43% in 1 year, and you continue to make significant improvements.
Having a transition of care nurse touch base with those patients within the.
All right, Trojan Nation, we're back live here as the Blue Jays starting at 1st and 10. Trojan 48-yard line, handoff to Sullivan. He finds the left side, makes a move. He's getting chased down, finally cleaned up by Ashton Dualtz as he tackles him. Not after a big gainer, though.
St. Ed just had a tremendous amount of success on this running play. They pulled the backside guard, and he leads Summerlin down around the left side. And, I mean, it's been there when they wanted it or when they needed it.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get, like you said, Dave, we're going to get a heavy dose of number 27 now, and they're going to just try to run this clock out and finish this game.
58, John Michael Brown has been leading a lot of times in that play, and he's been doing an excellent job.
It's like
West is keeping it himself.
Yeah, up the middle around the right side. Picks up about 5 on the play. It's going to bring up, let's call it 6, 2nd and 4 for the Blue Jays. Ball at the Trojan 17-yard line. Jays break the huddle again. West in the shotgun. Got Summerlin to his right. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap.
Same play running to the left.
Yep. Oh, there's the pass. He hits Moran on the slant.
He pulled it and hit Moran on the slant. An RPO looking thing.
Yeah.
We have both his right side linemen pull to make it look like a run. And then the quarterback pulls it out of someone's hands and hits Moran.
It's a quick hitter. It's an effective play. Good tackle by Chapman to stop him from getting in the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. Looks like at the Trojan 5. Looks like we're going to have a quarterback run right here as they line up in that bunch formation. Yep, West is going to take it.
There's the counter off of it.
And West is going to go in the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, Coach Jacob was prophetic. He said out of that formation, he saw the Tebow jump pass coming, and he saw the counter. There was the counter out of it right there.
Yeah.
He knew it was coming, and still couldn't do much to stop it there.
So Blue Jays get in the end zone again, and it looks like they're going to line up 2 with West in the shotgun and Summerlin on the right side of him. And he's going to do again. Same play as he walks into the end zone. So with that touchdown and that 2-point conversion, we'll go ahead and take a break right here. You're listening to the Blue and Gold Sports Network live on YouTube.
Days when they're home has really made a difference.
We focused on congestive heart failure patients who nationally have a very high risk of readmissions.
If they have any fluid gain, we catch that early in the course of the process. We've been able to make adjustments to keep those patients who used to show up every 2 to 3 weeks in the hospital, now treating them as an outpatient and keeping them out of the hospital long term.
Thanks to all the healthcare professionals that made this possible, and thank you for your life-saving work.
Going to make it 32-29.
All right. We're back live here at Blue Jay Field. Second Horde back deep to receive the kick. There's the kick.
It's sponsored by Total Automotive and Dr. Pickler.
19, William Jordan receives it, goes up the middle. He's hit immediately, taken down to right about the Trojan 30-yard line.
Tackle was by number 8, Alex Rodriguez. Now, it looks like, Joey, they started a running clock. Whenever there's a certain point differential, the clock no longer stops, which, if I'm not mistaken, is a 2-point differential. So that's what we're dealing with right now.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely a running clock right now. I just got a text message from Barry Bordelon. He said he'll take the penalties package for $200 if we want to sell it to him. All right, handoff goes to Jude up the middle. He fights hard for a couple of yards. All right, Barry, I just talked to Dustin Bailey, the producer extraordinaire, and he said he's going to talk to the Blue and Gold Club about that, and he'll get back with you. Thank you for calling in and offering that to us. We appreciate it, buddy. All right, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 9 for the Trojans. Ball at the 31-yard line as Abear just fights forward for 1 yard.
It looks like St. Ed's has put in some backups, especially on the defensive line. We have
Yeah, it looks. I see some fresh guys in there. So Trojans got 2 wide receivers left. Handoff goes to Abear up the middle. He gets onto the outside, so he escapes the first guy. He's taken down after a pickup of about 5 yards. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Trojans.
we have a few extracurriculars after the plays start beginning. Looks like that's probably going to be the last play of the third quarter there, Joey. There's only 5 seconds to go. That running clock, it'll go quick.
Yeah. Well, we're going to go to a break right now. So you're listening to the Blue and Gold Sports Network live on YouTube.
Our fondest memories are those centered around people we care about. Fishing with Grandpa, hunting with Dad, cooking on the porch, or just sitting by a fire telling the good old stories. Being around that's who we are. It's what makes Evangeline, well, Evangeline.
Get ready for hunting season with the outdoor experts at Industrial Service and Supply. Hunting stands are in stock now. Ladders, box stands, lock-ons, tripods, and climbing tree stands. Comfortable, silent, sturdy, and secure. Find any stand to fit your needs this hunting season. And remember to grab your safety harness at Industrial Service and Supply. For hardware hunting, fishing, and more, Industrial Service and Supply in Ville Platte. It's hunting season at Industrial Service and Supply in Ville Platte.
Blue Jay Field. David, it looks like we got a battle of the horns going on right now between the Sacred Heart fans and St. Ed's fans.
Well, I have to say, if there's their amount of ammunition left, I'd imagine St. Ed's has used a lot more ammunition on their horns because they've had a lot more reasons to blow them this game than Sacred Heart had.
All right. Trojans going to set it up. Let's see. It's 3rd and 5 at their own 35-yard line. Fusilier in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to his left. Here's the snap. He rolls to his left, looking to pass. Pass sails incomplete over the head of Jude Abear. So that's going to bring up 4th down.
Just a simple little flood play to the left. Your outside guy runs a go, the middle guy runs about a 10-yard out, and your nearest guy runs in the flats. He tried to hit Abear in the flats and missed it.
So Trojan's going to be forced to punt right here. As Chapman gets set to punt. I expect to see a lot of new guys in the game for the Blue Jays. They're probably going to run out, some new guys on offense too, I'm pretty sure. Clock is running. And
Sacred Heart has 3 to snap it. They better snap it.
No, they're going to get a penalty right here.
Yep, delay of game.
Yeah. So Trojans going to be called for delay of game.
That penalty is sponsored by Gordon Home Furniture. Let's say Marksville. Let's go give it the Marksville location this time.
All right, Barry. So,
you'll be getting the bill in the mail.
Yeah, we'll send you the bill. So, Trojans marked off 5 yards on that delay of game. They're going to set back up to punt again.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Woo!
There's a snap. Chapman fields it. Hits a good one. End over end punt. It's going to take a Trojan bounce. Fielded by number 22. And he goes forward. Still going. Finally taken down as he crosses the 50-yard line.
Nice tough run there by 22 White. The ball up. And there comes a flag.
So, another flag on the play.
And that flag sponsored by Gordon Home Furnishings in the Jennings location, I believe, at that time.
3 locations, Jennings, Marksville, and Crowley. Yeah.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Blue Jays.
Yep. Man, I would love to know how many yards they have marked off in penalties. It's got to be 200.
I would say it's got 160, 150, 160.
So there's a lot of 15-yarders. There's a lot of 15-yarders, you know?
It sure has been a bunch.
All right, so Blue Jays going to be penalized 15 yards. They're going to start it off 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So I've just been told St. Ed's prior to that 15-yard penalty had 127, so 127 plus 15. Looks like there's a new quarterback into St. Ed's and running back. Nathan Driggs on the carry. I'm assuming that's Michael Driggs' son. His dad played running back when we were in high school. And I think Michael is actually the PT that's on the sideline for St. Ed's. Number 5 is in at quarterback. That is Ben Miller, the freshman, 5'8", 175.
So a lot of new players in there right now for the Blue Jays. Looks like Sacred Heart got a few new guys out there too. A lot of new guys out there for the Trojans. So we're going to be calling out a lot of new names out there. Handoff goes to number 4 as he looks for a hole.
Tackle on the play made by number 82, which is well, if I'm not mistaken, he was excellent on special teams. That is Thomas Destel.
Yeah. So Trojans got a whole new group out there. A bunch of let's see, number 28. That's
the Mayu.
Yeah. So he plays normal.
54 is in there. 54 is
everybody else is brand new.
William Blanchard. I see 82. We said it was in there. 17 is in there. That is Jay Sortigo.
80.
80's Aaron Lejan.
Hand off to number 4 again, and they got the sidelines.
We're getting down to the 10. And I think they pushed him out of bounds just before he got the score. Right around the 4-yard line. It's Driggs.
Yeah, it looked like Gavin Potan finally pushed him out right at about the 3. Looks like the 3-yard line, somewhere around there. So it's going to be 1st and goal for the Blue Jays. So Trojans got a lot of young guys in the game right now. Blue Jays got a lot of young guys, and as they just substituted again, it looks like
number 28 came in for St. Ed's. That's John Wesley Sonye, who's a sophomore.
Looked like Ryland Swallow just came into the game. So Trojans got a lot of new faces out there. Blue Jays got a lot of new faces.
I think 4 is getting the ball. Try to give him the touchdown from that long.
Yeah, they handed off. Oh, good play right there. Let's see. Who made that play? Number 44.
That's Eli Thibodeau, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Eli Thibodeau with the stop. Paco.
A.K.A. Paco, correct? Yeah.
Paco with the stop. Coming from his linebacker position. Made a good little tackle right there.
He also does some umpiring for Dixie Youth.
There you go.
Spring.
I like that. An entrepreneur. He's out there making money and playing sports and everything. So it's going to be second and goal now. It looks like about the 2-yard line. Call it the 2. So Miller taking the snaps. He gets the snap. He's going to take it himself up the middle. He stopped
right there.
immediately. And let's see, who made that? 31.
That's Landon Fondo. That's
Landon
Andy
Fondo.
Coles.
That's my godchild.
Really?
Oh, yeah, that's my godchild, man.
He's bigger than you.
Way bigger.
Big old boy.
He's bigger than everybody.
Hey, he's a big boy.
Yeah. So good stop by Landon.
The freshman. The sophomore class they have and the freshman class they have are both
they got some huge guys.
pretty talented.
Man. Yeah. Huge guys. They just need to put a little bit of muscle and weight on and they'll be all right. So third and goal now for the Blue Jays. See if the Trojans could come up with a goal line stop right here. Miller takes the snap, hands it off to 4.
Driggs bounces off the tackle. Looks like he's going to get the corner.
Yeah, he got in.
So he had a shot at him, and
yeah,
he made a nice little bounce off of it and made a good run.
Yeah. He kept his legs pumping and just refused to go down. So
I see his dad on the sidelines. They give him a few handshakes.
So Blue Jays find the end zone again. Let's see if they're going to go for 2 here. Are they going to kick it? Yeah. Looks like they're going to try the extra point.
They're going to have to do something different unless they're going to put their starters back in to run the 2-point conversion. I have to imagine that the backups probably hadn't worked on the 2-point conversions much at all.
So that's this week. Reed kicking it? Yeah, 21 Reed. He's kicking it. And Moran holding. Let's see. Here's the snap. Kick is up. It looks like it's wide left. Yeah, no good. Yeah, no good. So missed extra point. And we still have a little over 3 minutes left in the game.
With that running clock, it won't last much longer.
No. Trojans probably going to come out with a whole new package, a whole new group of players on offense and stuff. So let the younger guys play, and we'll just flush this one and go into next week and try to rebound from this. Fortunately, we had no bad injuries, to speak of. So we look like we're good to go for next week.
I see, boy. Next week's football game, St. Ed's plays Catholic Appointed P.
Oh, that's going to be a battle.
That's going to be probably for the district title, I'd imagine, next week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sacred Heart, I believe, next week is on homecoming against North Central.
It's North Central homecoming. Yep. Yep.
I imagine Sacred Heart's going to be glad to be home after this one.
Yeah. Waiting for the ball now to kick it off. Probably burned a whole minute just waiting for the ball.
You, I was talking with somebody. So when they start that running clock, by the time the touchdown happens until the time the offense gets on the field, it's almost half a quarter.
Well, I remember last week for the Bolton game, it seems like we played the second half in like 10 minutes.
It was done.
It was going. It was like, God, 10 minutes.
When you're doing this, like you're thinking, what am I going to talk about for the second half? But then when that running clock starts, you ain't got time.
Yeah. All right. Trojans getting ready to receive the kick.
That kickoff is sponsored by Dr. Jake LaFleur and Total Automotive.
And it's a pretty good kick, fielded by Jordan. He looks to take it up the middle, and he's taken down right about the 27-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Trojans. They might have enough time for one play. Looks like they're running out a bunch of fresh guys out there.
Yep, I see 54 in there. That's Blanchard. I see 58. Who is, 59, is that Alex Clark?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a whole new group of guys.
15 is probably Jake's son, Peyton.
Yep.
The quarterback.
Yep. So Trojans are going to get enough time for maybe one or two plays.
I'm guessing that's, I don't know, but I'm guessing I can't see his number, but it's probably Kincannon playing running back.
Yeah, it is.
Freshman.
24, I think is his number. So, no, that's Potts.
Oh,
They handed it off to
22?
Potts. Yeah. Takes it up the middle for a couple. So we give them 3 on there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7. Looks like this will probably be the last play of the game right here with the clock running. So Peyton Veillon at quarterback now. He's in the shotgun with Patan behind him. Calls for the snap, hands it off to Patan up the middle. Patan makes a move, makes another move, picks up the first down.
Sponsored by Ace Hardware and HealthWorks Rehab, that first down.
There you go. And that's the last play of the game as the Trojans are going to go down in defeat here to the St. Edmund Blue Jays here at Blue Jay Field. So, David, not the outcome we were looking for, but you know what? We still have 3 games left on the season. Still a good chance Trojans go to the playoffs. So we gotta move forward, go positive. St. Ed's got a really good team. They shouldn't be ashamed of anything that happened here tonight. And
senior Leighton team from Coach Charlton.
Probably his best team he's had since he's been here. And fortunately, the Trojans didn't have no serious injuries tonight. We did develop a little bit in the passing game. So moving forward, I think we got to get balance on offense anyway to be successful. So
absolutely. And next play, move on. Next game. That one's over. Flush it and get ready for homecoming.
That's it. So we'll see y'all next week. We'll be back at Swallow Landry Field for homecoming. This is Joey Swallow and David LaFleur signing off for the Blue and Gold Sports